world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Oh, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear what I say. But watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above. And if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
Hello, and we are live, and it's Shoshie from Shoshie's Minutes. Hello, and Laminus, thank you so much. Hopefully you can hear and see me and everything okay. I'm going to be doing a squad stream with KeylimePrime. He actually just stepped away to go get some coffee or something to drink, probably his key lime juice, probably soda. Anyway, so as soon as he gets back, I'm going to go ahead and start the squad stream. We've got a whole bunch of different models to build, so we'll have time to be able to look up and chat quite a bit. So I've got some Creature Caster and some Kingdom Death. We'll get all that started. Hello. All right, so there was one thing. I need to go run over to my computer real quick and like click on the Streamlabs so that all my alerts go live. So give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back and do that. Right. Jester of Death 82. Hello from the US. I'm actually going to be in Australia in 1 week. I'm so excited. I'm so keen. Actually, it'll be 1 week and 1 day because of the flight. Will take a whole day to get there. So, hello, geckos. Yes. So, whereabouts in Australia, if you don't mind me asking, you can just say state if you want to be real vague. Ah, Raw Gaming. Hello. Massive hello. All right, so still waiting for Keylime to get back. He should be coming back fairly soon. Awesome. Okay, let's take a look at what I've got so far. Overhead. Mark Goodwin, just home in time, exactly. We're doing a new stream time, guys. I'm gonna be starting at 6 on Wednesdays now, so you get 3 whole hours of me. All right, this is, what is it called? It's like a maggot. Oh, whoa, Life After the Cover Save TV with a raid. Thank you so much. Let's give a shout out to Life After the Cover, if I can type all of that. Shout out. Life After, the cover. You need to get that to be smaller. Save TV. Holy cow. There we go. Let's see if that worked. That did not work. Did it work? Oh, thank you. Lamunis did it. He's amazing. Thank you so much. Hype. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, guys. We're going to be building. I'm going to be doing a squad stream in a few minutes here with KeylimePrime. Let me see if he sent his invite yet. No, he hasn't. Let me see if I can add him. No, I'm going to wait for him to add me. We both have to be live in order for it to work, so I don't want to mess it up. But we have, we're going to be building and talking. I missed the TV, didn't I? Yes. We're going to be building Creature Caster and Kingdom Death. There we go. Ooh, that just flew into my studio. So how you doing, Life After the Cover Save TV? How was your stream? Thank you for that amazing raid. I got to write your name down because, oh, and also, do you have a Twitter account? Because one of the things I like to do is tweet at people. I'm going to write my subscribers right here. And all right, we'll do a new one. We've never done this before. We're going to put Raiders. Raiders. Life After. That way your name is on the stream the entire time. After the cover. Oh my gosh, it's going to go off the page. Save TV. Whew. Just Facebook? Okay. If you get a Twitter, let me know. Good stream you're going to eat? Okay, LATC. Okay. LATCS. I'll remember that. Well, I can still thank you on Facebook. Awesome. Hello, CGAO01. Thank you for the follow. Did my? Yep, we did. There we go. Mad love. Welcome. This is a classroom. Today we're just doing a build stream. We're going to be building these models. We're going to be talking about Adepticon. I need to go double check and see if Keylime's coming back. Maybe I need to text him. Nope, he hasn't texted me, so I'm just going to keep my phone handy. Go. All right. So this is like some sort of maggot monster. I need to find out. It's the Creature Caster. Let me see if there's a name for it. Maggot Demon. That's awesome. This is a multi-part resin model that is supplied on painting and requires assembly. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna be talking about Adepticon. And for those of you guys who've never been, it's gonna be like a good, like, what do you need to know for Adepticon? What do you need to know for the different, you know, competitions that are gonna be there? All of that. Ooh, look at that piece of sprue. So does anybody have anything they're working on? Anything that they're going to be painting while we're talking, while we're streaming? Feel free to pipe in. Right, there we go. Got that piece of screw. Now, where is this? I've got this big piece. This Maggot Demon is probably one of my favorites from Creature Caster. You're working on staying awake. Okay. Well, hopefully we will be lots of entertainment for you while I click.
And I am here now.
There you are. All right. Add me. So Keylime is here. Did you go live already?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can add me to your squad.
Shoshie's
He's
minis.
gonna do that. Can you guys all hear him okay? I'm gonna turn my
Accept the
music down
invite.
because that's a little distracting. Wait, that didn't work. Well,
Shoshie and I are now testing the squad stream.
oh, I
thing.
see my invite. Okay, he can hear you. Good. Jester of
Yeah.
Death's in bed. No pain. He's in Australia right now, so it's probably like accept. All right, are we squatting?
Stream?
Now what?
Just like real squad slabs, we are now squatting.
Okay, can you guys see both of us at the same time? Let me see
let's
some
go.
emotes if you are. It's 9 a.m. Yes, it's 9 a.m. on Thursday. I'm guessing. Is that right? In Australia?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you can see us?
Yeah, you just click start in squad mode at the top, and then you can see
Yep.
both streams at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So you can see us? Okay, so they're saying they can only see me.
You guys need to go at the top right. There will be a squad.
Oh, I will click the link and send here. Let me give this to you guys. Holy cow, January Vision! We're gonna wait to give them the link until everybody gets settled. Mad love! Hold on. Let me do this. Mad love! Alright, guys. We are doing a squad stream. Hello, Jan.
Yeah.
How was your stream? You guys are awesome. Jan's Janky Heathen Raid.
Raw
Welcome.
Gaming, you see both. Okay, that's good.
Welcome.
Yeah, so
You have to click
welcome,
watch in
everyone.
squad mode. Let me give you the squad link. Everybody. Here we go.
Yeah.
And if my Western Australia, awesome. Did my link work? I don't think it did. Paste.
For those who don't have the link or the link isn't working properly, just roll up to the top right of the screen.
Yeah. And I'm
Near the
gonna
chat,
send this
it
to
should
my
say
mod also
watch
to
in squad mode. Yeah.
and
everything
Lunas,
should
I'm
be
gonna
pretty
send this
straightforward.
link to you in a whisper and you can put it in commands if you know how. I think if that works. Paste for squad. For some reason my computer's being wonky and it's not letting me type into my own chat. Oh my gosh, you guys are so beautiful. Okay, you can see both of us now. Awesome.
Perfect.
Yay.
Is this sleeve?
It's a button
Does Abaddon
and it
come-
works.
Does Abaddon come in his sleeve first? Oh, whoa. That's cool.
Yeah, South Australia is better than West Australia. Oh my gosh, we have Australians in the house. That's awesome. I'm going
Hey,
to
I
be...
haven't checked out the Abaddon box yet, the Shoshie, so I'm just pulling it out now, and it's got some really nice artwork on it.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to be in
That's so
Australia in
cool.
1 week. Oh my gosh, I can see
Oh,
the
what
Abaddon
section
box.
Are you going?
That's awesome. Why
Oh,
is
what
my
section are you
screen so
going
much
with?
bigger than yours? Excellent. East Coast
Shoshie.
Aus is best. Okay, Australians, I know you all like take the piss out of your own states or out of other people's states. So funny. Windy Wednesday in the
Oh.
Texas Panhandle.
It even goes with the little poster. That's so adorable.
Yeah. Oh yeah, did you see that? This is your first time looking at the Abaddon box?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Man.
squad stream, I'm really looking forward to doing this more. I'm going to go grab my Abaddon
Yeah.
model because I finished it. Keylime's going to be building his, right? For the first time?
I'm gonna be building mine. I'm gonna be also putting it together. Sorry, that's the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting mine together to paint later on in the month.
Good morning, Aberdeen.
However, I will say that I have one big complaint with the poster with that I always have as a complaint with a lot of the GW stuff, and that's they never have the artist credit on their art.
True. Yeah, it goes for sculptors and box artists. Hold on, right? I'm going to go get my Abaddon.
All right. White text on white background. Reset your text box to dark mode and then switch back, and then it should fix it. Or switch to dark mode.
Okay. Hello from Tampa. Leewit, how are you? Similar to multistream.am. Oh, nice.
So as proper introductions, for those who know in my channel who are not familiar with Shoshie, she is another wonderful stream painter. I highly suggest we all share the follows, and she teaches
vice
a lot
versa.
of classes.
This is awesome. KeylimePrime. I've rated him many times, so those of you guys who follow me, you've probably seen him before. He is awesome. Give him a follow. All right, I'm going to flip to overhead so you guys can see what's on my table. I'm going to show them my Abaddon.
I also have another wonderful little model that I want to show off to everyone. Yeah.
This is my finished
I'm excited
Abaddon.
to paint him. I'm so excited to paint mine. Abaddon has been a character that has been long coming and long demanded, and for some reason GW just waited on it, but I'm pretty happy with the end results. I'm very, very happy that they finally fixed it.
I have a question about the squad stream. Do we share a chat now?
No, we all have our own separate chats.
Okay. All right, well, here's my Abaddon. We did most of the painting online. Where are the glasses and iPhone? That was something that my buddy Kenny put on. He's Red Piano on Facebook and on Twitch. Or not, sorry, he's not on Twitch. He's on Twitter. Anyway, he did that. He made that after I told him about how Flick didn't like this model because it looked like he was taking a selfie, and so he made it. He memified him. Chat is not shared. Thank you so much again, Genuine Vision, for the awesome raid. We've got a new lineup here. We've got raiders. I'm gonna write down your name. If anybody hasn't followed Genuine Vision, this is the first time that we're now at a time zone where we can get easily rated by him. And also, please give him a follow. He's and watch his stream because he's looking to get partnered, and I think that he is well worth it.
No, I was partnered before you.
What?
I was partnered before you.
You were partnered before me. I'm talking about Genuine Vision.
Oh, Genuine, right.
Yeah, I was thanking him for rating.
Yes, everyone follow Genuine, please. Help him
Everyone
get
follow
partnered.
Jan. Mad love.
He should have been partnered easily a year ago, and Twitch has been like, no.
Well, yeah, I think it was a big part because he was in Korea and they just weren't getting it. Now that he's back in Ireland, it should hopefully be a whole different story.
Yes.
All right, here's a shout out for Genuine. There we go. Did that work? Yep, yay. Does anyone know how long the Twitch support tickets take? I feel like they take forever, but that's just me.
Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% with you. Just bug them on Twitter. They're faster that way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just be as annoying publicly as possible. That's
right.
usually how you gotta get it to work. It works with almost every single company except for YouTube. So this is the other thing. I'm not sure if you've seen this before.
What?
Shoshie. This is Fat Yuan.
I have seen him. He's amazing. He's a limited edition from Infinity, right?
Yeah, so Yuans are mercenary guys that are drop troops. The nice thing about Fat Yuan is, one, he comes in his nice little Chinese takeout box.
Yeah.
And it also comes two versions. One where he's jumping and shooting his chain rifle, and another where he's stuffing his face with low pans noodles. And it's amazing. And I think it comes with some extra goodies in here too. Let me
Nice.
see.
I went ahead and turned off my music because it's just too distracting for me to be able to talk to you and listen to that and try to do everything else. I hope nobody minds. I think it'll be easier on all of us.
No problem.
Jester Death wants the noodle eating guy.
Oh yeah, he's great. He also comes with 3 little pins. One for pulp beer, craft beer, the Yuan. Oh, this is the specific one for Fat Yuan because it's drumsticks instead of bones.
Oh, nice.
And then one for Low Pants Noodle Hut, and it's got a little dumpling mascot on it. And then you got a little tiny takeaway menu with the business hours of Low Pants Noodle Hut.
Oh my god, that's too cute.
It's too adorable.
Mark Goodwin, try refreshing. He said his stream keeps freezing. Maybe that's because of the squad thing. They've got bugs in it, maybe.
Maybe. Fat Yuan approved double beer drunk pork. That sounds good right there.
Somebody told me that Jester of Death says they need to add some glow to Abaddon's face. I do have some on his face. It's hard to see, but if you look close, it's on the side that's, you know, it's not as much on this side as his face is turned, but if you look in his face, it's on there. And it's on the top of his head a little bit too. It's just, it's not prominent because I wanted to make it look still like human and not pink. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you'll find there's a lot of people who try to do that glow because it's a very, very iconic thing for Abaddon to have the glow from his suit. And I've seen some people who take it to the nth degree where his whole face is just drowned in pink.
Right.
And it does look cool, but it will be overwhelming if you do something like that. And it's better to do a subtle amount.
Yes.
Oh my god, look at that! Look at that, Shoshie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is the base piece, and it comes with this big craft beer novelty sign and these little swirl smokestacks from his backpack.
That's awesome.
Oh, this guy's great. He's a chubby little fellow. He's got his belly poking out too. Oh. I'm probably not even gonna run him in a list, but I'm gonna have a hell of a time painting this guy.
Delish sandwich or deli sandwiches. I love your name. He says, "What do you use to finish the model so the paint doesn't rub off?" I'll tell you what I use because I live in Illinois, and it is, where is it? It's super humid in here. Hold on, I'll grab it.
Yeah, because you and I are right next to the lakes, so it's always humid. Crazy, crazy humid.
This is what I use. It's Tester's Dull Coat. This is the clear coat. Dull Coat. I always mark it because there is a gloss coat as well, but unfortunately, it comes in a tiny little can, 3 ounces, and it's for me, it's like $6 or $7 depending on where I find it.
Yeah,
but
I
it
use the
never
same thing here.
crystallizes. It never ever like frosts on me. Like I never have a problem with it. So for me, it's worth it.
Yeah, I got the clear coat right here. I got the dull coat somewhere in my house. I'm not sure where I put it. But I back Shoshie up on that. Get the tester stuff. You'll never be dissatisfied with it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be working on assembling Fat Yuan first because I love this guy. What are you gonna be working on?
I am working on. Ooh, I just got a couple subscriptions. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me thank real quick. Thank you, Jacob Jansen, for your subscription. 1 month. I really, really appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to be working on the Maggot Demon from Creature Caster, and probably, if I have some time, some of the Kingdom Death models that I have here. Depends on how much work the Maggot Demon ends up being.
So I got these guys, and I got the Abaddon. I was originally going to work on some of the Creature Caster. Whoops, this isn't Creature Caster. On some of the Creature Caster 34 mil stuff. But they announced that they were going to release a whole bunch of instructions, so I feel like I should wait on that first. Just to make life easier.
So Amberden's saying that testers is hard to find and expensive in the UK. Do you feel like you're in a in a very humid area in the UK? Because you might not use it, you may not need it. I've also, somebody just posted today on YouTube, and they were saying that they use Army Painter anti-shine in a big, comes in a big can. And I know you can also airbrush like any kind of, I think there's a couple companies that make a aftercoat in an airbrush spray. I have never done that. Have you, Keylime? Have you ever airbrushed your clear coat?
No, I don't trust myself with that. I have this weird paranoid fear of putting anything that's meant as a finish or varnish into my airbrush.
Okay.
I know that some of it's made to go through that stuff, but I don't like the idea of doing it.
Yeah, Bill Neri just said that he said there's jars where you can airbrush the exact same stuff much cheaper. But what is it called, Bill? Because I have not seen that, and I would like to try it.
As for the Maggot Demon, however, I have gotten a chance to paint that thing. That one's a really, really fun model to work with.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of
It's
pustules and things growing out of him. He's nasty.
yeah. I avoided using like the normal just irritated skin kind of scheme, and I went for more of a. I gave him like this dark ebony skin, and I made the maggots like glowing like they were radioactive.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, let me try to get the photo for it. I'll drop it in both of the
So
chats.
if you have one of those fear of holes, there's actually a phobia of fear of holes.
Oh yeah, trypophobia.
Yeah, don't look at this too much. But there's an image online of this frog that like basically carries its babies in its back.
Yeah, they just eat through the holes.
Mustang, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome.
And yeah, that frog picture is terrifying, and I've seen it before, and I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't even have that fear.
I think
it's just not a pleasant sight.
It's gonna be good inspiration.
Yeah. One of the games that actually made a lot of people enter that fear was actually Bloodborne. Have you heard of that one before?
No. Hang on one second.
Okay.
Little Weta, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the class. Yeah, that's, I don't know. You mean you can tell me about it, but I'm like, it's so funny because I'm into Kingdom Death, but I'm actually not a big horror fan. So
yes.
I get squicked out. That's why like Creature Caster is actually, when I was painting that Lord of Virulence, I mean, he was grossing me out while I was painting him.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so Bloodborne is a game that takes place in like a Victorian era sort of thing, European village, and it has a very strong eldritch horror theme, kind of Lovecraftian and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the bosses that you have to fight is called Rom the Vacuous Spider, and you fight this thing in this weird void that's supposedly on the moon. And the thing with Rom is that it has like it's this huge body covered with little white flowers, but its face is a huge rock with like 500 little holes with beady black eyes in it. And it's horrifying.
Yeah. I just put super glue on this model and none of the contact points connected, so I have to try this again. Maybe I need to coat it with more super glue.
Here, let me get the picture for those who haven't seen this thing before. But it's pretty terrifying. I think you should see it too, Shoshie.
Jester says, Army Painter works well in the UK. It's designed to work here in the cold climate. It's not as good in Australia, but the anti-shine works. I'm going to try it because it comes in a huge can compared to the
tester stuff.
The testers. And if it doesn't crystal on me, then it might be worth switching. Yeah. Leo makes it in small bottles and Liquitex. Yeah, I have the Liquitex. I've never used it on anything though.
I in general just haven't used much anything from Army Painter as far as I know.
Okay.
I was tempted a few times to start getting some of their colored primers, but then Games Workshop started releasing theirs, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just keep getting the Games Workshop ones.
So on this Maggot Demon, what did you use for gap filler? Because there is some gaps where you attach stuff, and I'm going to be using Bondic, which we all know I love it. It's a Canadian product too. Did you know that?
No.
It is Canadian, and you can get it at like the tire. There's like a tire, like kind of like
Canadian Tire.
What is it called?
Canadian Tire.
Yeah,
it's basically a handicraft shop.
Yeah, you can get it at Canadian Tire for maybe like 20 CAD maybe.
Higog says, I hate when my super glue goes bad like overnight. What did you do? What super glue did you get that goes bad overnight on you? Now I'm curious. Absinthe says the pincer demon from CC set off her odontophobia. But for my gaps, I usually use liquid green stuff. That stuff, works pretty good.
I like it, but I don't like that it shrinks. The Bondic won't shrink on you. Yeah. It cures in like 5 seconds. That's the other thing. I'm so impatient.
Yeah, I can understand that, because with like the liquid green stuff, you have to wait overnight, and then you have to apply a second coat sometimes, and it's ridiculous. But what I actually enjoy using is the super glue that I use because it's the gap filling version.
Yeah.
I always get this one here, and the Bob Smith. Well, it's not Bob
Yeah,
Smith
that's
Industries.
this is what I use for super glue is just Loctite. I think they have this in Canada also.
I think so.
The
They have
professional.
that as well as my
If
friends use Gorilla Glue themselves, but
my
I
chat
use
is
Instagear Plus.
my chat is saying I wouldn't have the intestinal fortitude to work in their operating theater. Absolutely not. And then another person says, what's better to use, super glue or plastic cement? Also, the Bondic is awesome. Yes, Bondic is life. We have a
Well, that really depends on the model that you're using because super glue. Well, for example, I'm putting together a pewter model, and Shoshi is putting together
resin.
resin model, and plastic cement won't work at all.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I personally do prefer using just super glue on everything, and I've been yelled at for it before, but it's just my preference. But
I use
it's
a
good
lot of
to get
super glue
both.
and Bondic, and I use Bondic to reinforce my super glue. I don't. Bondic is not a glue; it's just a
No,
weld,
it's
so you
yeah,
can't.
it's a quick dry resin, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's like a liquid plastic resin that cures with UV light, and
Hmm.
so if the light can't reach it, it won't cure. So you can't use it as a glue. That's why I'm shining the light on it, so it'll cure. Yeah, resin models always use super glue. If you get moisture in super glue, it'll go bad very quickly, which is really probably explains why my super glue goes bad because I leave it open all the time.
Oh god,
I've
yeah.
heard that if you
I
keep it in the fridge, though, that it will extend the life.
um,
I
I
don't
haven't
know if
heard that
that's true.
before.
I've been experimenting
I
with
know
it.
that I know that the cold reduces the strength of dried super glue. So
Yeah, I don't.
usually when people do some eBay rescues, they'll stick a model in the freezer, then they'll snap off the arms, and that'll usually fix everything. Oh no.
Joanne says the Vallejo plastic putty is good for these creature caster figures. Wipe it back with a baby wipe. Oh, a baby wipe. I love that. And she says no sanding. That's true.
Hmm.
I like that.
Interesting.
You could probably wipe the Bondic back with a baby wipe also. Because
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. I might have to steal that
does anybody else
idea.
here need the link for the squad stream? Let me double check and see if in people every now and then we should probably have there it is. We should probably click that so new people who can find it, you can watch us
Yeah,
together.
like 80 plus 0.
Have I
Yeah.
seen that green stuff now released a UV cured resin water effect? No, I
Oh,
need
I am not hearing about that.
Green Stuff World. Is that who you mean? I will get
I
it.
would assume.
I will get that if
Yeah.
that's the case. Bill Neary, I want to find some of the stuff that Hannah had. It was super glue that cures instantly with a light like Bondic, but will also cure. Oh, I need that too. I'm all about the UV light cure anything because I'm impatient as heck.
Are both these
Also,
bodies the same?
what?
Oh, they are. Sometimes in Fandy with like different posed guys, they'll use the exact same bodies, and sometimes that throws me off. Okay. I'm almost thinking I should probably keep the body off this
See, that is
the
on there now.
big base
Not gonna move.
because his leg actually covers the low pan or the craft beer sign, and I kind of want to put a lot of attention and care in that.
That model is so cute.
Oh, I adore this.
And he comes in
model.
a noodle box.
Yeah.
It'd be so cool if you could figure a way to incorporate that box with some kind of display for him.
Well, there actually is a Low Pants Noodle Hut that you can get.
Oh no, are you kidding me? That's awesome.
Yeah, let me see. Warstenol makes it, and I put together, it was Frustrating, let's say the least. But it's an absolutely gorgeous model here. Let me link it to both of the chats.
Bill Neary says, I keep 2 paintbrushes with my Bondic as it never cures. I can use it over and over. That's true. I hadn't thought of that. And I've used paintbrushes with my Bondic before, but then I end up wiping it off.
There we go. Such thing says watching me cut towards my thumb like that is horrifying. Oh,
no,
don't worry.
Don't do that. People get on me about that too.
My knife is completely dull. Like, look at this. Like, you can see the white. I'm actually applying pressure and stuff.
Keylime, did you send a link? Because I don't allow links unless you're a mod. So let me.
Oh, it hasn't banned me or anything.
No, it's not going to ban anybody. It's just going to delete the mod. It's going to delete the link. So you got to send a link to a mod or whisper it to me, and I'll post it for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll whisper it. There we go.
Sweet.
It's safe because my knife is still.
Yeah,
that's how it goes on the channel. Yeah, so that thing is an absolute nightmare to put together because what it is, it's a you get 4 large sections that use a cross section between each other that go in the center, and then you see that that curved wall that's in the center. That's actually a plastic wall that you're supposed to like bend around and then slot carefully in those cross sections. So the issue was trying to line up everything while the glue is drying, and it was just an absolute nightmare to put together. But it ended up looking really, really nice. I'm really happy with how it turned out.
There you go.
The model that Shoshie's putting together is the Maggot Demon.
Did you send that link to me?
Yeah, on Facebook.
On Facebook. Okay. Look now. Good.
Right.
Yeah, that's going to be much faster than Twitch anyway.
Oh yeah, I do not like the Twitch chat. Sorry, the Twitch whisper system. It is broken. Their app especially was not good because like sometimes they'll just drop messages. There was one period of time where like no one was I wasn't receiving any messages, and I was like, oh, I guess no one has any questions. And then I went onto my actual dashboard and it had like a good 20 messages or PMs, and I'm like, oh no.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, so, Amberden just sent it.
Yeah.
Great mod. There you go. That's a smaller, that's a longer link. Click on Amberden's link. It's a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So I put that together, and did I even work on stream? I don't think I did.
Not that I saw.
No, I don't think I did. Because it was such a large project, and I just wanted to do it on my own free time. Oh, now I remember. I worked on it while watching American Vandal. Have you heard of that series?
I have, but I've not seen it.
Oh, it is an absolute treat, and you definitely should check it out.
Okay.
For those who have not heard of the series, it's a Netflix series in which it's kind of like a whodunit mystery that takes place in a high school. And the whole premise was some jock was framed for drawing a whole bunch of dicks all over the cars.
I did see that.
Yeah, it is amazingly well done series for such a ridiculous premise. And they came out with a 2nd season, which is also great.
Isn't it kind of based on a true thing that actually happened?
I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened sometime.
Yeah.
But
so there's this awkward mode line I'm trying to get off, and I don't have the right tool for it. Let me look for I have one of those Citadel scrapers.
Oh, the mold line removers?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, those things are amazing because, well, they're a weird product because every time I bring it up, and every time they're mentioned by someone, they're like, there's gonna be one pool of people who would be like, why don't you use the back of a knife? I don't know why you just want to do that. That seems like a waste of my. But then, like, everyone who actually has tried, they're like, no, you need this. It is amazing.
It's really one of the So of the Citadel tools, and I do have all of them now, it
Mhm.
is the one that you like is the most best for your money. And I don't know where it is. Now it's, let me look in this cup.
I was gonna say you could borrow
found it.
mine, but then
This is it right here. And it's
I
just,
realized how ridiculous.
you know, you can get something like this, probably from Harbor and Freight that's real similar, but I just got it
The
from,
Citadel one is
Yeah.
the one you want to go for.
aw, your lap pup is sitting in your lap watching me too. That's so sweet.
Oh, that reminds me, I should get one of the rats.
Yes, Key Lime has rats and I have geckos. So we both have pocket pets, essentially. There, look at this. See how quickly that scratches off? Now then I have all these shavings everywhere. All right. He's getting, I see, are you getting your rats?
Yeah, I'm getting the rats.
Okay.
I have the cage on the other side of the room.
And by the way, I have new gecko emotes. If you guys haven't seen those yet, those are on. So if you have a subscription, you can access those now.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting rid of some of my emotes to replace them with rat ones.
Yeah.
Because some of the ones I use are just, well, they're not.
Right. I had to remove some that nobody used. I had this one emote called Grumpy Shoshie. Nobody used it, so I took it out and put geckos in.
Yeah, I have the sour emote. No one
Yeah.
uses it. So here she is. This is Marsh. This is one of my 4 rats.
Oh
She's
my
missing an eye, but
gosh, she's
she's
so
adorable.
cute. Wait, I gotta put my
And she
glasses
has-
on. Oh
And she
my
has an annoying
gosh.
habit of just licking constantly, too.
Yeah. All right. Do you guys want to see the geckos too? Good night, Amberden. I know it's late
See
for
Amber
you.
done, buddy? Alright, thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Yes.
Actually, now that I think about it, Bill Neary actually has that Maggot Demon that I painted.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. 4-year-old rat. Yes. True scale rat. So, one of the things that Shoshie and I wanted to talk about was Adepticon, but not specifically what happened at Adepticon, because I'm pretty sure everyone's talked about that.
Yeah.
But mostly what you should be expecting for your first convention if you ever go to one of those.
Yes.
If
If you've never been, like, what do you want to know? What do you need to, you know, bring with you? What it's gonna what to expect?
Yeah. So I guess first of all, we'll say that we'll take some questions if anyone
Oh,
has any
100%.
immediate inquiries. And we'll have some general advice. One thing I will say though, if you ever do go to a convention, don't load yourself up on events. That is a bad way to experience your first convention. Because what's going to happen is you're going to sit in a room for 90% of the convention, just dealing with tournament people, and then you're just going to go home and be like, oh, I went to a 4-day tournament convention.
Yeah.
You didn't get to see the vendor hall. You didn't
Some
get
people
to see
want that, but if you're a painter, you don't want that.
No.
If you're wanting to get some painting classes and stuff, don't get a 4-day tournament, because especially if you're any good, you want to be able to take some other things. So let's start with the registration process, because the registration process starts way before. And if you're a painter, you're gonna want to be there on registration day, the second it opens, because some of the classes, some of the good classes, sell out almost immediately.
Yeah. That's what has happened to me both or last 2 years. See, first year I was like, oh, whatever, I'll check them out in like on the weekend. And then by the time the weekend came, nothing was available. Everything was closed except for one class that was at like 8 p.m. and that was like Hammond's non-metal metallics class.
Yeah. Jacob says don't load up on events. Exactly.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, so the hotels don't like, if you have a car or access to a car, you don't necessarily have to stay in the con's hotel, because it's pretty expensive, And they
It is
actually, the more expensive hotels don't have that great of amenities.
Yeah. Even don't do what I did and just find the first one that you can get, and then find out that they don't have dishes and the bathroom light is busted, and
Oh
oh my god.
man, is that what
Yeah,
happened
so
to you?
I will repeat myself on this, but our hotel was absolutely atrocious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So first thing's noticeable is that there's not a single dish. And I mean, and by not a single dish, I don't mean like, oh, they didn't have forks and plates or anything. I mean like, no, they didn't even have cups in the bathroom or anything.
Ooh.
The place was empty. They gave us a fridge, a microwave, and a stovetop and a sink, and that was pretty
But you
sweet.
did have a little sweet, it sounds like. They just didn't have it stocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we turned on the bathroom light, fans attached to it, which is to be expected. Except the fan was busted, so you're going to go to take a crap or anything, and then all you have to hear the entire time is the whole time, and you can't even hear yourself think in the shower because of the fan. It's so loud. It was awful. The whole place smelled like socks the entire time.
Oh no, there's your gecko motes, Joanne. She wanted to see what they look like.
Oh, nice. But yeah, so going back to the subject at hand.
Right. So one
Yeah,
of
so
the
second year
things
I
you did
prepped
right
myself
was
for
to
it.
get a hotel with a suite, because if you want to save money at a convention, being able to cook your own food or not have to go out as often is a huge money saver.
Yeah, 100%. My friends managed to get a room at the Marriott right across the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and they had like everything. They even had complimentary like popcorn there and coffee
Yeah.
beans, and that's definitely worth doing because else you're gonna be doing takeout every other night. And the problem with the takeout is that, well, you're in a different state, you're in a different country, depending on where you come from, and
It's
you're gonna be
expensive.
wanting to try stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be doing that. On top of that, buying lunch at the convention
Oh, don't.
is
Yeah,
don't
avoid.
do that.
Avoid.
Don't do that.
All right, I have a hack for everybody who does go to Adepticon. Now, I don't know if they'll keep doing this every year, if everybody starts doing it, but if you valet your car, but you eat at the bar, you can what do you call it? Validate your parking at the bar as long as you eat at the bar. And so then you
Yeah.
can get basically free valet parking.
Okay.
And that's still tip your parker person. That's another thing. If you're not American, you better tip.
Yeah.
Because those people, they're living on their tips. They need those tips.
God, I hate these bars.
Okay, I'm almost done with the. I'm doing legs now. Legs, claws, everything.
Yes. So what happened this year is that because they had so much parking, they had a little bit of an overflow, which was at the college, but you had to take an entire like shuttle that was every 15 minutes.
At least they had it this year. This is the first year they've ever had the shuttle.
Yeah, and
So
it's
it was actually
indispensable.
easier to get parking than it has been.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, I think you can just park at the Comcast building right across the bridge and then
Really?
just walk over. Yeah, that's what I did one day.
Oh man, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because it's a huge parking spot. No one ever parks there because it's the weekend, right?
Yeah.
And all you gotta do is cross the bridge. It's like a 10-minute walk.
So there's something that I would not be comfortable as a female, walking that far at night by myself.
Oh yeah, don't do it at night.
So that's another reason why I valet, so that I can have them bring me my car.
Yeah, or like halfway through the day when you go for dinner or whatever, repark your car at the convention, but because by then there's gonna be some parking.
Hey, Katie Pole, how are you? Another thing, if you've never been to Adepticon, it's about 30 men to 1 woman. So that was something that when I first went to Adepticon, I wasn't prepared for. I had been used to Gen Con, which is about 50-50 because they have a lot of families. Oh yeah, Gen Con is very diverse.
That's good.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so when I came to Adepticon, I was like, oh wow, there is a ton of guys here. And I wasn't
Oh,
prepared. Thankfully, now that I'm like, you know, kind of a Adepticon regular, I don't have any worries because I know so many people.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first came, I didn't know anybody, and I was going
That can
through
be.
the bag
Yeah.
checkout, like to get my VIG bag and my badge.
Yeah.
And this young kid, first of all, let me preface that you need to feel bad for me, not for him, okay? Like this is a story like so he came up to me and he was like had a drink in his hand and alcohol in his breath, and he was like
Oh no.
clearly hitting on me. He said, "Do you like me?"
Oh my
And I'm
God.
surrounded by men that are all watching, and I'm married and I'm happily married, and I cannot give people the impression that, you know, they're going to have a chance.
Yeah.
So I had to shoot him down in front of everybody, you know?
No,
And
you're definitely the victim in here. Don't worry about prefacing it.
okay, sometimes I feel
If
like I
someone,
do.
no, if someone's drunk flirting, you're never have to feel guilty. That's absolutely cringy. Because you're gonna encounter that. Because once again, it's convention full of hobbyists, and despite your local meta, you are gonna meet the bad side of the hobby crowd, like almost guaranteed. Because it's not just hobbyists, it's not just
Mhm.
painters, it's also the tournament goers and a lot of the people who are just in the meta.
Oh,
Is as much a gaming tournament as it is a hobby
yeah.
platform.
Okay,
Go.
his head is crazy looking. He's screaming. He's like, "Get these maggots off my back now."
Did yours come with a different arm option, like
He's
weapon
got
option?
a claw. I don't, and then he's got a staff. Oh, that staff is it's a claw
Yeah, they go
staff.
on top of.
No, he just
Because
he has an arm, he has a claw
oh,
and an arm with a staff. And that's it.
okay, that's peculiar. Because in some of the concept art, he came with a big lantern thing
Oh.
that was supposed to go on it, and I really wanted to do that, but I have not seen a single time where he came with it.
Jacob Jansen's. Oh wait, Katie Polt says, "Don't worry, as a female gamer, as someone who's gone to conventions, trust me, I'm already on your side with that." And then Joanne says,
Yeah.
"It's good to see how those maggot holes are painted up." Yeah, I'm excited about that. Jacob Jansen says, "I
um,
thought you would have slammed your VIG bag over his head. I didn't have it at that point, and no way am I going to be violent in line. That would not go well."
no.
But
Go
you know, I have taken measures to learn how to protect myself.
on.
Um, and so, you know, just FYI, if you ever feel like messing with me, don't.
Whether in the tournament or by hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, I also like I always room with another female. Um, you know, I always like have roommates. I'm always try to be around people. I don't drink at
Definitely.
cons, you know, unless
Oh
my
god,
husband is
no.
with me.
Yeah.
I'm just
That and the
careful. I'm just
hotel
careful.
is the hotel drinks are pretty expensive as well.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah. Smart woman. Right. I felt very safe at Adepticon, you know, except for that very first time, but that was like probably an anomaly. It was just I've never had anybody I've never felt unsafe after that one time, so that's really good. Now
Yeah.
I went to Nova and I didn't know anybody hardly at all.
Oh
And Nova
god.
is like 50 men to 1 woman. It is
Oh god, no.
so much more
Well,
dominated.
isn't Nova mainly gaming
Yeah,
compared to hobby?
it is
Yeah.
mostly gaming. It's also mostly Warhammer, which is also very dominated by men.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so ReaperCon is like a family. I mean, ReaperCon is like a vacation for painters. If you ever want to, just go to a con where there's just painting, there's a competition, and you can take classes. It's just, it's not even really a convention. It's like a retreat. It's so much fun.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah, Katie Poe, it does suck, but I love what I do, and I love connecting with my followers and with people, and so I really wouldn't not go. I'm not gonna let all that stop me.
You just gotta deal with the bad to get to the good. But yeah, no, definitely don't overload yourself with all the events as well. That's really one thing that a lot of people have to watch out for, and a lot of people just end up having to go, and suddenly, oh, I got this painting class. Oh no, I got this painting class, and then they'll be like, all right, well tomorrow I just got the tournament, and then you realize that the tournament is about 7 hours long, and you've wasted your entire day. Well, not wasted, but you've spent your entire day doing just that.
And also try not to schedule yourself over meal times, because that is one of the biggest, coolest things about Adepticon is the socialization outside of the convention, and a lot of that happens where people go to dinner with each other and stuff. I went to this Brazilian steakhouse. This is actually where I really got to know Keylime better, and I found out that he's a huge foodie, and that was awesome.
Well, it's funny because I am a foodie. I really, really like good food, but I also stuff my face with garbage constantly. Or I'll be like, oh yeah, no, you really want to add a garlic aioli to bring out the flavor in this, and then I'll be like, I'm gonna go get a buffalo chicken crisp at Burger King.
Oh my God, look at this guy.
Because that's what I feel like eating.
I'm sorry, I'm making sound effects for my demon. He's so weird looking.
I do really like him.
Oh, Sparky Commission says they went to Adepticon as well. Tell us what you did.
Yeah.
And feel free, if anybody has, in this chat wants to contribute and say, what they think of a newbie person who's never been to a convention, what they should do and expect. Also, take good walking shoes. If you're a lady, try not to wear a purse because it'll throw off your balance. And if you're walking around a lot, you'll get backaches. So maybe I take a backpack with me.
I have nerve damage in my left leg, so I had to take constant just sitting breaks. Like even when we were hanging out at the bar, you saw I crouch almost all the time.
Yeah,
it's just because I have leg damage.
Oh,
Tea Time with Taryn. Yes, I do have a ret. Her name is Marsh. Here she is. She's an absolute beauty.
Katie Poe also says water. Yes, drink lots of water.
Oh God, yeah. Always have a Gatorade on you or something.
And try not to go to bed. If you are prone to getting con crud, go to bed on time or at least a little bit earlier than most people, because I feel like as long as you're getting good sleep, you can avoid getting con crud. It's the combination of the lack of sleep and the, germs that are everywhere.
Oh, being around everyone constantly, this sucks.
We spend all day in our basements and in our studios, and then we get around all these people, and our body and our immune system is like, what?
It's like, no, this is not the area we're used to.
What? Sparky Commission's placed bronze in the Youngblood's crystal brush.
Youngbloods. Oh, that's awesome.
I am very proud of you, Sparky. That is awesome. You have to do that as long as you can get into Youngblood. You should do that every year now, because it's not a big category, so it's kind of easier to win.
Youngblood? Exactly. Is it for young people or is
it
for
it's for people I think under the age of 18.
Oh yeah, then definitely do that.
That's fantastic. Katie Polt says, sleep, good food, washing, and your hands, believe it or not. Yes. Oh, that's another thing. If you are a gamer, take a shower every day. Period. God, take a shower. I know maybe even if it's something you don't do every day, take it anyway.
Not even just for other people, but for yourself too, because you're gonna be standing around for like 8-9 hours just in one spot, bent over a table next to like a million other people. It's gonna feel gross.
Back when Gen Con had a swag bag, there was one year where they put soap in all the swag bags for the gamer funk.
Yeah. Did you see that Yu-Gi-Oh? You know Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They recently, in their official tournament ruling, added a little clause at the bottom that says you have to shower.
Good.
You have to come clean.
Yes.
And people were like, well, it's not that big a problem. No, it is. Absolutely is. Especially with Yu-Gi-Oh gamers. I'm sorry if there's any like Yu-Gi-Oh card players out there, but their community is a lot of the as Kenny Boucher would put it, the sweaties.
Faranoda says to avoid concrete, try avoid shaking hands. For TwitchCon Europe, I vowed to only fist bump people. That's not a bad idea. But I think as long as you're washing your hands often enough, don't lick brushes at cons, even if they're your own. Just never know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I got a little raid. Oh my gosh, from Greek Nachos. I gotta write this down. Thank you so much, Greek Nachos.
Hey, Gallows. Think I need a tiny furry shoulder friend. Absolutely. Having a tiny pet that you can put on your shoulder is the best.
Do you have a Twitter account? Let me know if you do and tell me what it is. I'd like to give you a shout out on Twitter.
Hey, Mythic. The Great Unwashed is what Derp calls them.
Katie Polt was asking me, Bondic has a bit. This is the Bondic Pro lights. They sent this to me. Hold on a second. I'll show you the Bondic Pro. Oh, where is it? They they did this in the Kickstarter. They sent it only to their Kickstarter people. This is Bondic Pro. It's like kind of red, and is a little bit stronger, I think. But I got that a while back.
Oh, I wonder if there's a way to get it nowadays with actually being retail.
I don't know.
Oh my god, this base is so huge. It doesn't line up, damn it.
Dog googling.
It's got sort of a wiggity bottom. It's not completely flat. I gotta do that to one of my Scale 75 things. I got one model from Scale 75, and it's from their Degenesis series.
Oop.
It's the big mutated guy here. And for some reason, his base isn't exactly even, so he kind of wiggles a little bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta like shave that down.
So people are asking about the Bondic again. It's a liquid plastic, comes in a tube, and it's like the material comes out, and then it cures in about 4 or 5 seconds with UV light. And I use it a lot for gap filling and to reinforce my super glue. But not instead of, but with it. All right, where's my X-Acto blade? Is it right in front of me? There it is.
Gallows is asking what I'm putting together. This is Fat Yuan Yuan. And Yuan Yuan are mercenary like drop troops. For Infinity, they usually have some pretty simple weaponry. But this guy's specifically like a fun character that they came out with, limited edition. And he comes in this nice little Chinese takeout noodle box, and he comes with 2 versions. One where he's combat ready, and one where he's stuffing his face with noodles. And I love the noodles version. And yeah, it comes with a whole bunch of little pins. It comes out with a little low pants noodle hut takeaway menu. It's adorable. I absolutely love this.
Thank you for follow Nazgul316. We are I'm gonna go ahead and post the link to the and go ahead and do this too, Keylime.
Yeah.
Prime Beef 718, thank you so much. I'm gonna post the link to the squad so that people know that we're still squad streaming, so that you can watch. There's 2 of us, KeylimePrime and myself are doing a squad stream, so you can watch us both at the same time.
Yeah.
We're both just building models, and we're talking about cons and attending them and Adepticon.
Somewhere to buy it apart from eBay. Oh, at my local shop, we have like about 10 of them still in a pile for like $30 each.
Okay, Greek Knocos, that's...
So, like, Mustang, if you want me to pick you up a a Fat Yawn one, I could. But yeah, the squad thing is really cool, because before there was only, like, multi-stream, and multi-stream was okay, but it wasn't...
Yeah, it wasn't built into Twitch, and so they finally got their own thing, and I think it's more stable, don't you?
It is absolutely more stable. It's got proper quality. The only problem I find is that you can't switch between... Oh, you can. Oh, okay. You can switch between chats at the top left.
Oh, very awesome.
Yeah.
The only problem I see is that you can't do it unless... Oh my gosh, we got a raid from Maharoon. Holy cow.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Maha. Now we got to do this again.
Shipping to the UK? Yeah, it actually will be cheap. You'd be surprised by how cheap Canada Post is. As long as I send something that's...
Maharoon, thank you so much for the raid.
If it's smaller and more light than a football, and by that I mean like American football, it's usually like $12 for me, even if I send it to like Korea.
Jester's new to Twitch. What's raiding? Raiding is when another streamer brings all their people who are watching them and comes into their channel to another streamer's channel and basically passes it over to us. So it's a really awesome way to support other people in the community and to, you know, thank streamers that you like, introduce your stream to people who you like.
Honestly, it's half the way that you're supposed to network nowadays on and grow on Twitch, because before you just had to like give them a link and hope that your viewers go to that channel. Oh, thank you for the resub, Red Mage. Okay, Shoshie, I'm not sure if you knew this before, but I actually had a successful stream that was gaming before.
Thank you for the
KeylimePrime.
follow, Fat Nerd TV. Welcome.
So I used to do a co-op gaming stream called Hot Pot Gaming, and we used to average like 300, 400 people depending on the game. But the problem is I had to move out of that residence, which put a big damper on our streaming schedule and stuff like that. So that fell through, unfortunately. But at that time, we were being raided by the members of Soulbrand, who are a team on Twitch who specialize in the Souls games from software. So like Dark Souls and Demon Souls and all that, Sekiro. And so we grew really big there. Then we made a name for ourselves by playing Monster Hunter and a lot of crap. Like a lot of really crappy games. But we held up because it was two people and we were just friends shit-talking each other. It was really fun. But yeah, no, because of those raids, we actually grew quite quickly, and we were like we had people right off the start. Yeah. And it's really, really hard to do that for Twitch. If you are someone new and trying to game, good luck seeing any number higher than 12 for at least like a year.
Oh, wow.
It's very, very hard. Sekiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right, Mama.
It's like taking a party to your friend's house, Katie Polt says. That's an awesome way to describe it.
Yeah, kind of like that. What else? You know who I didn't get to meet up with was Mocha Minis.
I didn't either, and I'm friends with her, and I didn't get to see her at all. I don't know where she was.
And here's what's frustrating is I didn't even know she was actually... I didn't know about her until like a couple nights ago when I raided her. I was
she's awesome.
Oh, yeah, no, she's great.
I have a feeling she did one of those things where she loaded up on classes, and that's why I didn't see her.
That's possible.
Right.
But yeah, I guess we should get back on the subject.
Yes, let's talk about Adepticon again. That's what
So if
we're
you're gonna
real
sign up
quick.
for
Let's
stuff, if you have,
do the we've had a couple raids. I'm gonna post the squad stream again. You can click on this to watch both me and Keylime together. Oh my gosh, Ghosted Wolf, 4 months. Moo ha ha. Oh, your taco's blowing us. Thank you so much, Ghosted Wolf. Anyway, we are squad streaming, so that means that you can watch both of us at the same time. And we're talking about conventions and, you know, how you can basically, what you can expect the first time you go to one.
Maximize your experience.
Maximize your time there. Yeah, save money, that kind of thing. And again, if anybody in stream went to Adepticon, please feel free to share your hacks and your different experiences on how you can get a more enjoyable time at one of these things. Oh, VIG bag. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Let's give some context for that. So the VIG bag is part of the 3 different tiers of badges or tickets that you can get to enter the convention. There's a normal one, which is just you get the badge and then that's about it. There's the premium one, which I didn't find out about until like 2 nights before the convention, so I didn't get to get one, and I'm pretty upset about that.
Yeah, they sell out of those.
And then there's the VIG, and 2 years ago, or well, last year, you were able to just get the VIG. It would come with tons and tons of models.
Yep.
And all sorts of really cool stuff.
No, I think last year they still had the lottery.
They did not. I know
they did not? Okay.
They did not.
So I missed out on it.
But this year, because what was it? I think it was like the cost was a bit of a problem to support it.
Yeah.
But so they made a system where you had to enter a lottery, and if they picked your name, then you were eligible to purchase one.
Right.
And so that's what a lot of people did.
And it's worth it because you get, like, if you get the VIG, it stands for Very Important Gamer. You actually get it. It's worth like $500 or $600.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely.
Okay. Great. Mocha was only there for about 1.5 days. That's why.
Okay.
I missed
yeah, because I saw her in the my Disney group photo, which and then I didn't see her in anything else. So yeah, if you can get yourself the premium badge or the VIG if you get a chance, because it always comes with event exclusive stuff and it comes with a bunch of free stuff.
Yeah.
Along with some pretty big games, like the event exclusive things last year was like a whole Guild Ball starter set and another set from Dark Age.
Privateer Press, like 2-player battle set that one year. That was worth at least $100.
Yeah, and it's always worth getting because you get to see these new games and you get to see what comes out of them. So do that, and then day 1 is when you want to look at your classes and your tournaments. You want to sign up for what you want and what you need. Because remember, your badge and your Adepticon, like clothes, merch, whatever you want to get, you can modify that and get that at a later time. But those classes are going to disappear day 1. Sometimes hour 2.
Jester says they really hate event exclusives. We never get anything. He's in Australia. So there's also there's a term called Con Ninja, where you can pay somebody to buy you stuff. And I ninja'd for an Australia once at I want to make it really clear, I don't ninja for anyone anymore because of this. But I ninja'd at the Kingdom Death booth for 2 Australians. And they kept having me go back like multiple times to get stuff because like you said, they can't get anything. So they were trying to get me to get everything. And it was just so crazy. So now I don't ninja at all, but other people will, and you can pay them a little money and you'll get some of those exclusives. All right, I just finished that claw thing. It was just like, holy cow. There's like, it's got a million mold lines on it.
Oh god, yeah, the claw had a mold slip when I did mine, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it does
not
mine
bad
too.
one. I didn't have to email them or anything, but it took a little bit of effort.
Because it had a huge piece of flash. I mean, like look at this crazy amount of flash. Thank you. Like my nails, Beefton. Beefton is here.
Oh, Beefton. Hey, Beefton.
I know, you're up late.
I got to meet Beefton finally at Adepticon this year.
Yeah, I did too. I took him. I took him and a couple other English people out for authentic Mexican tacos.
Oh, nice.
They don't have Mexican in England.
Em was the first Twitch streamer I actually found at this year's con.
What? Say that again? He said those tacos were amazing. Yay. Did I lose you, Key? I don't know what happened. I think I might have disconnected from Discord.
No, I'm here. I was just talking to someone.
Oh, good. You were okay. Good. We don't have authentic Mexican here in the States either. No, that's not true. You have to, yeah, you just have to know where you can get it.
You gotta talk about.
Yeah, you have to ask for the street style tacos with the cilantro and onion, rather than the Tex-Mex tacos.
I like Tex-Mex tacos though. I like the garbage tacos that you can get, like Taco Bell, or the ones that you make at home. Those are always
John's, the best ones. Yeah. No, I took them for the cilantro and onion and everything.
Mistress Nivea is having computer problems. Freezes and forces you to now hold down the button and keep going 10 blue screens. Yeah, then definitely try to pinpoint the problem and then upgrade your computer to fix it if you can. Alright, and I now have Fat Yuan ones, both versions, nice and put together.
Awesome, they look great. What are you gonna do box art colors and everything?
I think so, because it's a mercenary thing.
Right.
It's not a faction.
Yeah.
Because in Infinity, when you have mercenaries, they can go with any army.
Right.
Almost any army. They're just their own, like, free form thing.
He has to be mercenary because he's too cool to just have him be stuck with one army.
He absolutely is, but the only problem with this model is that it doesn't have its own, like, unique rules. It just falls under the normal yuans.
Oh.
Yeah, which kind of sucks, but whatever.
Late sad. Doc Hooligan says, if you haven't been to Bob's Tacos in Rosenberg, Texas, legit breakfast Mexican tacos, we have loads of real tacos. Yeah, I would say it's false to say there's not real Mexican in the U.S. because we have lots of people who come up and they open their own, you can tell the places that have good Mexican if there's actual, like, Mexican customers eating there. Same thing goes for most ethnic restaurants. If the people of that ethnicity are eating there, it's good.
Close. We keep moving away from the subject. But I think that's okay.
No, we are jabberboxes. That's how we roll.
That's completely fine. I think there isn't a single stream where I don't start talking about movies or video games or something like that. Food, yeah. Food is a big one. Food is always something that ends a stream. It ends the stream almost every single time. Because every time the stream ends up talking about food, then everyone's like, alright, I'm going to end the stream now, guys. I'm going to get some food. I'm hungry. That's what happens every single time.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, jeez. I don't even know
Darth Molinex, my wife is Mexican, and it's the only restaurant in Houston, she says, that has authentic. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's that place in downtown Houston. That's awesome. So real quick, I want to tell you about this Adepticon Mexican place.
Okay.
It's technically, I think it's in where is it? Not Palatine. Is it in Palatine? Might be in. It's in like the next door suburb, which is right next to Adepticon, next to Schaumburg. And this is me and Electric Eve and Squig. If you guys ever follow Electric Eve, she's got another follower. His name is Squig, and he was at Adepticon with her. And I took him out to, we were looking for a place for a Mexican, and we talked to the concierge, and she happened to be Mexican, and she said, let me tell you about this place that even it reminds me of my abuela's food, right? Like, that's serious. And so she called them for us, and she let them know we were coming. And so they made the food super good for us, you know.
Rolled out the red carpet.
We had the horchata. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Falcon, you do not need to pin it.
So I take a stretch break during my streams because I don't want to get like too hunched over and stuff. So I'm going to take a quick stretch break. So if you want to do the same thing, you can. Everybody else in my stream, try to stretch.
I think I might too. Yeah. Especially since I was having leg problems.
Especially now that I'm doing a 3-hour stream, I really try to stretch at least twice during the time.
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna happen right now. We're all going to go for a little stretch break. Get yourself some drinks. Get yourself some snacks. I suggest everyone does the same.
Yeah. Is it all right if I run upstairs and get some water?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go downstairs and get some milk or something.
Okay. I don't have a be right back stream. Is that gonna get me in trouble? Do I need to write something on here?
I honestly just make a big text that says "be right back" and slap it in the middle of the stream. And that seems to work as well. Let me try to find it.
All right, I'll do that. Right. I'll just write it on a piece of paper.
You just gotta write it on the piece of paper?
I'm gonna write it on a piece of paper because I don't have my new screens yet, and for some reason Mike hasn't.
Oh yeah.
All right, this way I won't get in trouble with Twitch. All right, I'm gonna be right back. Everybody get a drink since this is my first 3-hour evening stream. Yeah. Nope, you are stuck with us. Yes, stay with us. I'll be right back. All right, I'll be right back. There we go. There's my. Right, that's so ghetto. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. I am back. I know I have the attention of a goldfish too. All right, I'm back. Here's my face. There's my face. There's my drink. Do you guys want to see the geckos real quick? Geckos. Just realized that Shoshie's going to paint that Maggot Demon. I am, and it will be nasty. And then we've already talked about this frog with the holes on its back. So that's what we're going to do. I just don't know when. The gecko has suddenly become more interesting. Yes, let me get the geckos because they're awesome. Ooh, and I need to take this off anyway. because it is now nighttime. Oops, there we go. So one of my geckos, Peppercorn, getting a little chunk. And she may be ovulating, which means that she's got a little, may lay eggs, I don't know. Kind of hope not. Okay, here we got 2 geckos. There they are, they're so cute. Look at sleepy babies. The first one is Ginger Biscuit. Oh, she's like, it's so bright. Look at her. She's climbing, she's like holding onto my thumb. There she is. That's my Ginger Biscuit. Look at the camera, little one. She always looks at me. Right. Freaking her out. Here, let me do her overhead. Forever Night subscribing. Thank you so much. Tier 1, subscribe for 8 months. Woohoo! 8 months down. In fact, I think we had a couple subscribers that I missed, didn't I? Ghosted Wolf. I missed Ghosted Wolf. And then the other one was Forever Night. Forever. And the night with a 1. Here's the gecko. How cute. Blip, blip. So they're called African fat tails because they have the little fat tail. She's like a little dragon. I'm the source of her food, exactly, yes. They do kind of associate me with food. You're going to paint Yan Yan as a watermelon. The angry redhead, oh my goodness. Write all the things and a lizard. Thank you so much, the angry redhead. Did I miss? I think I missed the Bug King too, didn't I? Maybe. Let me look here. I want to make sure I got all my subs. You guys are so awesome. It was just... That's it. Yep. Got everybody. Oh, that was 2 days ago. So you guys want to see Peppercorn? She's the next cutest gecko that I have. She is a cutie and she's so chill. Mikolas, how are you? Here's the baby. Like, what's down there? Who are those people? Hi, yes. Okay, let's look at Peppercorn. She already has hidden herself in the hide. She's the most shy of the 2 geckos. Here we go. Here, get down. Yeah. Are you back? I'm showing off the geckos, Keylime. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There she is.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm showing off the geckos.
Hey,
This is
gecko.
Peppercorn. The cutie. Look at her big fat tail. This is how you know that she's a little bit chunky. Her tail is so big.
Yeah.
See how her body pooches right here? This is why I think she might be ovulating. So female geckos will, they don't necessarily need, they're kind of like chickens. They don't really need a male to lay an egg.
Oh, okay. But it won't like hatch into more geckos unless there is a male, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
They can still lay one, but it'll be infertile. Forever Night says, you're finally getting painted? Ah, and also, did they cohabitate well? So far, yes, because they were pretty much raised together in the first place, and they're both female, so they cohabitate really well. I'd like to. I'm going to be giving them a bioactive setup soon, and it's going to be absolutely huge. And that way they'll have lots of room and territory. They won't have to share space so closely. That's my goal.
Yeah.
But not until I get back from Australia.
Yeah, I got them the rats like it's like a 3x2x1 cage. It's a pretty big cage, and they have lots of room to run around and stuff. So they cohabitate well. Like this is the brown rat that we have.
Let me see.
This one actually
Oh,
doesn't
you still have your
an-
Be Right Back screen on.
Oh,
What
I
a
do,
cutie.
yeah.
Look at that foot.
Yeah, they got cute little pink feet, even if they're all black.
Somewhere in my studio, I have like a little brush, which I'm going to use for a second on all this debris.
Hey, Angry Redhead, what's up, man? I haven't seen Redhead in a while.
I know. It's been great. All right, a little piece of paper and a brush, and I'm going to wipe off all the stuff. Ghost Wolf says, "Daw, little gecko, can she save me money on my car insurance?" Everybody does that. It's so old.
Oh, yeah. The same with me is like, are you gonna call one of them Splinter? I'm like, no.
Right.
Yeah.
So funny. Okay, here we go. This is all gonna go.
Hey, Forever Night. How you doing, buddy?
All right, all the little pieces.
I had a weird experience at the con where I got stopped by someone and they were like, "Oh, hey man, we all watch your channel." And he points to his friends. He's got like 3 or 4 friends. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool, man."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we really like your stuff, but we won't keep you be. Then left. And I'm like, I don't know who those were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So no, if you guys do meet us at the cons, please tell us your username.
Or
That's the only piece of identification we know.
right, because we don't have, you guys know us, but we don't know you. And so also, I always have these enamel pins for my followers. And all you have to do is stop me and you get one and be in Cool Kids Club.
Oh.
There.
Yeah. Did I ever pick up World? Yes.
Hey, Bad Blood Boss, how are you?
I did pick up Monster Hunter World and it's great, but I am very much feeling the lack of content that is present in the game. Because the game only has like 36, 38 monsters, whereas the other games have like 80 something. And that really stands out after a bit.
Yeah, Maharoon says, I want a shirt that says "Tell me your Twitch handle." That's a great idea.
Yeah.
We should go in on that next time.
What's your name? What's your username?
Okay, so I'm finding a bubble that is on my model, and what I usually do is I'll open it up even wider, and then I'll put the Bondic straight in it, and then cure it.
That's what I usually do.
Yep.
Except I do it with my super glue because it's like a gap filling super glue.
Oh, right.
And it works pretty well like that. Oh, that's cool. They actually modeled his Under Armour on Abaddon.
Yeah.
Oh.
My friend, my follower Joanne says, "Oh, the brown one is pretty." She's talking about the gecko. She says, "My pup kept trying to bite the screen when the pink one was in the limelight." That's hilarious.
Geez. Oh wow, yeah! Forever Night's showing off his paint area, and it looks fantastic.
Oh,
that is really nice. I keep hearing a lot of people be like, "Oh, you just need to get like the paint, makeup and nail polish racks," but I don't find they hold up very well. Especially for the amount of abuse that we as artists give them.
Just gonna cut this bump off.
The ones that I use for paint racks are the Slow Fuse Gaming MDF ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I got one from Back to Basics on the front here, the big lime green colored acrylic one. That one's from an Australian company. It's a really, really good one. But from Australia, so you're going to pay shipping. Mine was like $30-something for shipping.
paint racks I use are from New Way Designs, and it's like capital NEW and then AWS Designs, and they'll do custom stuff. I really like them.
Ooh.
I
Yeah,
just had a. I want to explain.
weird
I had a sprue scar. That's what I call them, sprue scar, and I cut it off, and then I put the Bondic on it, and I made it kind of dome shaped so that it'll be just another like wart on this model.
Oh, that would work. Yeah.
There's another one right there. I can do the same thing. That's the nice thing about the Bondic is you can add things to your model too.
Yeah.
Warts.
Oh my god. Forever Knight says he got those from a vape shop that was closing down, apparently. Well, whatever works.
Cat Herder says it's Creature Caster. Yep, it is definitely Creature Caster.
Yeah, we got a couple Creature Caster models to put together as well. I got the, what was it? The Lord of Metamorphosis.
Ooh.
And I think the one that was supposed to replace Bellicor.
Oh, this goes this
the
way.
The one with the big Chaos Star, you know, like embedded in his chest. It's kind of a smaller one. Let me see if I can find. Because putting him together.
Bad Blood says that he is good at work, but you made it better. Oh, good. I like it when people watch me while they're at work, and it makes their day go by easier.
Yeah, Sapper Steve. I think it was Sapper Steve and Savis always watches me on Fridays because I do fairly early on there.
Yeah.
And I feel that if I was working at someone where I had the chance to watch someone, I absolutely would do that instead of actually working. Free is free. That is true. If you can get free paint racks, then definitely do so.
Definitely. The only thing you missed was we were talking about some different, ways to experience Adepticon. Also like, what to sign up for when registration opens up, how to get your if you get a VIG bag, what you should do. Oh wow, he is so cool. Look at his arm. Wow.
Yeah, I like that they're like all like kind of. What's the word? It looks like he's like some old hermit kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons I kind of like the Maggot Demon is because he's not really representative of any real replacement. Because with a lot of the creature caster stuff, you'll get like the greater demons. In this one, the closest thing I guess you would get is like a Nurgle Demon Prince.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like something is missing because he's got. Hold on. It looks like when I put his arm in like this, it's just kind of out in the air, right? Or it's not attached to the ground or anything?
Yeah, it'll be like that, and does attach to a small divot in the rock.
Oh. I might be missing an end piece then.
End piece? No. That stick there. You're supposed to clip that off, that little thing at the very bottom.
That has to get clipped off. All right, let me
get
my clippers. There we go.
I just clipped off a large chunk and went flying.
Yeah, I avoided that.
Yeah, there was one time someone had commissioned me to do a not so legal recast of a Titan, and every time I clipped off one of the gates for that, I don't know what was with the resin they used, but it had no bend to it, so they would snap off and go flying across the room at subsonic speeds. It was ridiculous.
There we go. All right, now I'm gonna put his legs on first. I think I got most of the mold lines off. Let me look again. Boy, the mold lines are real.
Yeah, not too many on this model, which I'm happy about. So this is the other one that I was talking about that I got. The one, the Chaos Demon Princess, and comes with a big really simple small base here, with the huge chaos spikes in the back.
Ratty87, thank you for the follow.
We got Ratties here.
Yeah, I got ready too.
A funny thing about it that is that you'll find that a lot of the time when it's a female rat owner, they'll call them ratties.
Oh,
If you get a male rat owner, they'll always call them rattos.
yeah, that's true. I have heard that.
Yeah. Lord of Malice, that's the one. Thank you, Dirt. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of the different ones from Futurecaster. There's
Right.
so many.
I have glasses off so that I can see the detail a little better. So that means if you want to get my attention in chat, do at Shoshie's Minis.
My Jason is overly busy.
I'm
to
finding
share
the
TV.
closer I look, the more I'm finding I need to take a little bit more care with my mold lines.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be like any mold lines on this guy as far as I can tell. Let me check a little closer. I always hate opening like the big piece with all the tiny bits in it. But no,
Yeah.
I don't see any mold lines at all on these. This is actually a really, really nice cast. This is probably one of the best casts I've got from them.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, did you hear exactly the dumb thing that happened with me trying to sign up with the class, with your class?
Tell.
Okay, so this time I actually got ready. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna do Shoshie's class, and that was it. So I start signing up for Shoshie's for your class, the skin tones one, because
Right.
the other one I think was taken up or something.
Okay.
And I need to work on my skin tone. So I tried signing up, and then Adepticon was just like, this credit card is invalid. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's invalid. Because I had just gotten a new one, and I had gone through the whole calling process like 2 days ago, and it worked completely fine at like a gas station.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, well, something's screwy here. I tried a couple more times, it still didn't work.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, let's try something stupid. And I pulled out my old credit card from the trash because I hadn't clipped it or anything.
Okay.
Tried that, and guess what? It
Work?
fucking goes through.
Okay.
And by then, your class had filled up. Because when I was signing up with the new credit card, it was literally the last spot.
So here's another hack for those of you taking classes. If you really want to get into a class that has already filled up and you can't get into it, go to the class, especially at Adepticon and Gen Con and ReaperCon, I think will all allow this. Well, no, maybe not ReaperCon. I'm not sure. But Gen Con and Adepticon, if you take cash or generics in the case of Gen Con, and the teacher has space, a lot of times you can still get in on the class. And that's definitely the case for me. I always take extra models, and there's always people that don't show up. You know, they get busy, they go out to eat, whatever, they figured out that they booked too much. So next time Keylime, if you don't get into my class, just come and bring cash and I'll let you in. If I have space and if I have enough models, it'll totally work.
Honestly, I think the only reason I didn't is because the ATMs hate me and just would not let me take anything out.
Then the other thing, another hack that you need to do if you're coming from just pretty much anywhere is call your credit card companies, your ATM companies, your debit card companies. Let them know you're traveling so they don't put a hold on your cards.
Yeah.
I've already called my my companies. I called them about Adepticon and I called them about my Australia trip, and let them know about each city I'm going to be in, so we don't have any problems. Because I know that they would freak out if they saw like transactions from Australia. They'd be like, "Well, this is not normal."
Yeah, I had my card stolen once, and they called me up and be like, "Are you in the Dominican Republic right now?" I'm like, can't say I am. And they're like, "All right, well, we'll freeze your card and reimburse you the money."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, that sounds good."
All right, I'm just curing the mold dine nice and solid. Such a weird demon.
Oh, photography camera with a macro lens. Yeah, I got one of those kicking around. I have not used mine in ages, even though photography was really fun.
Greek Nako says at ReaperCon, if there's a no-show, you can get in. They just make you go to the registration to get a class ticket. That's and both ReaperCon and Nova are like that because they don't actually pay their instructors, so that's why you have to go through registration for that kind of thing.
Are Nova and Gen Con as big as Adepticon, or is like Adepticon?
No, Gen Con is by far like the hugest one of all of them. It's got, I think the last one I was at, there was at least 60,000 people, maybe more.
Really?
It's insane.
Okay.
It's not just tabletop gaming. It's not just miniature gaming. It's the mecca of our people. It's every kind of gaming you can possibly think of.
Okay.
There's LARPs. There's, foam weapon building. There's video gaming. There's board gaming. There's RPGs. There's Pathfinder. Everything you can think of.
Okay, so that one straight up is just the biggest one.
It's the biggest one. It's probably, you need to go to it at least once. It's the mecca of our people.
Where is it?
It's in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, where's that?
It's like 2.5 or 3 hours south of Chicago, which is where Schaumburg, near Schaumburg, right? So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that for me would probably be,
Oh my God.
10, 11 hour drive.
You have to hear this. Joanne says she had to cancel her own card recently. Her daughter bought $1,000 worth of pizza for her school.
Oh, jeez.
That was a discussion when she got home. I bet.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Joanne.
I had heard there was this one story of this girl who had ordered like $1,000 of toys off of Amazon using her parents' account.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they found out because the Amazon truck comes by, or the delivery truck, and they deliver her like a pallet of new box toys.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're not gonna get away with that.
Vavoom says Gen Con was 65,000 plus. I believe that. Because it's imagine like an entire city of gamers. It's literally the most awesome thing ever.
Okay.
You'll never feel more at home and more accepted as far as like you're just
Gen Con was 50-50, right?
It's about 50-50 men to women, yeah. And there's families, there's kids there. It's like Comic-Con for gaming.
Yeah, because I figure a lot more the tabletop RPG stuff tends to fare closer to a female demographic than the male one.
Yeah. Well, and the LARPing, a lot of women like to LARP too.
Especially. And yeah, tea time. We have a stupid gimmick where if someone donates $20, I have to chug an entire lime soda. So we have our lime soda here. However, they stopped stocking my favorite one, so now I have to go get Jarritos.
I love Jarritos.
I like Jarritos too, but I usually go for Stewart's because it's nice and smooth. This one's not so smooth, so I have a little trouble chugging it.
So another thing Gen Con has is these things called spa events. And it's basically, it's a whole lineup of events just for spouses that don't game. So if you're like a guy that doesn't have a gaming spouse, or even if you're a girl that doesn't have a gaming spouse, it's really more for the guy gaming spouses, but the girls. But there's things like
the wives.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But they're really awesome. They have like so many different things. And also there's a lot of shopping nearby. There's like museums. There's a children's museum in Indianapolis.
Ooh,
there's so cool. Much to do. I just found a bubble I gotta fill. I'm gonna make it into a wart.
Oh no. So this one says that it's a left shoulder, but is it my left or their left? It is their left. Okay.
Ooh. Mr. Snavia, where is Umicon and what is it? They said it was 25K attendees. Quite a bit.
Did they say how many attendees we had at Adepticon this year?
I'm sure they did, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, I couldn't find the information anywhere. Someone was asking me how big Adepticon is, and I couldn't really answer other than going really big. It's really big.
It's just worth it. I mean,
It's always worth
we're
it,
only
yeah.
2 hours away from Gen Con, so we go every year. We've been going every year since it's been in Indianapolis.
What I would love is if they finally came out with a convention up in Canada, in Toronto or something. Because there's enough of
There isn't any, is there?
No, there isn't. There's nothing up here.
Wow.
And it's crazy because we have the Toronto Convention Center there, and
Yeah.
Toronto has a gigantic tabletop gaming community. And yet nothing ever goes there. It's ridiculous. As far as I know, it's not hard to set one up either.
Well, actually, it can be because I've heard that conventions, the first 3 years usually take a loss.
Oh, I mean,
man.
compared to doing it in the U.S., there's
Right,
no
right,
real
right.
like big difference. Yeah. Who's this?
Yeah, Artemis, India's about 2 hours from me.
He's got this like bony crotch plate. It's kind of weird.
Darth Molinex wants to know if anybody knows if blue tack can be used for airbrush masking. I say yes,
Yeah.
but silly putty is even better.
Yeah, silly putty, you're gonna get a lot more shape holding, and it's a lot easier to use. And blue tack, I find leaves behind some residue.
Oh,
And that's just in my experiences. I try not to use the blue tack as much as possible. Because sometimes if you do leave it in there, it'll stay, and it does leave behind some sort of. It's not a matte residue. It's like it's not powdery either. But
I know
it
what you
feels
mean. Yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah. He said he did. They said they don't want any residue.
Yeah. Red Mage says Fan Expo is in Toronto. Yeah, but it's not tabletop gaming. That's just Fan Expo is just kind of nerdy crap in general, as I know.
Maybe you could get at least like a, like a miniatures, scene going on at Fan Expo.
Yeah, which is easy enough.
Like try to maybe hold a painting contest or do a paint and take. That's another thing you could do.
Yeah, my friends actually set up they're the biggest Toronto bound Age of Sigmar tournament runners. And they set up a big tournament in Fan Expo last year, which was really successful. It'd be cool to extend that out, but I feel like it would be hard to get too big of a crowd there. Yeah, where is ReaperCon?
ReaperCon is in Denton, Texas. It's like
that's
just outside of Dallas.
Yeah, that's the other side of the country for me.
But it's really worth it because, like I said, it's kind of like a little retreat. And
yeah. Well, if by what Winter said, trying to carry paints to through the airport would be a big problem, and I'm not willing to drive that far.
You put it in your check bag, that it'll be fine.
Yeah. Your Nerdle Demon prints during the stream. You'll be posting on Instagram. Awesome, man.
He looks like a big wheel, kind of. I don't know. He's all hunchbacked. Funny. We're almost done putting him together. Ew. I'm debating. Do you think I should completely assemble him or sub-assemble him?
Honestly, though, I didn't need to sub-assemble him at all.
Okay, yeah, I can just airbrush him, I think.
Yeah. It's easy enough to mask behind the horns, and it's easy enough to mask him when you're doing the spear.
Just found some more mold lines.
So
Trixie mold lines.
I'm still debating whether I should attach this whole shindig on the back of the setup yet or not. I guess I should. What do you think?
Let me see. I think you should sub-assemble that. So you think? I think so that way you can get to all of it. Oh no, you mean those two pieces glue together, but then keep those separate. My point. Hey, Headless Chicken, how you doing?
Hey, Arstop, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Only 23-hour drive for me to drive Reaper Gone. Oh yeah, we'll just make a day of it. I was surprisingly pretty okay after my 9-hour drive. I figured it was gonna kill me, but
No,
I
it's
was
not
pretty
too bad.
okay.
Yeah.
No. I think next year I definitely would like to have someone take a turn with me, but
Carpool.
yeah, it was not a big problem for me to drive that much. Because
Now,
I drove through to North Bay and back, and then I drove out all the way to Chicago.
are you in Toronto area?
Yeah, I'm like 10 minutes,
Okay.
15 minutes from
I got a
Toronto.
buddy
Really,
who
really
is a
close.
professional truck driver
Oh,
who lives
geez.
there, and he's been wanting to come. So I will connect you guys.
Maybe.
He's
I think I might be going with my friend Patrick next
oh,
year.
okay.
And he does have his license, so I might take turns with him. Because Patrick is very much into wargaming, and I think doing a long trip with him would be really fun.
Whoa. Greek Narco said that ReaperCon only just passed 1,000 attendees last year. It's super crazy. That's how it's small, but it's like so nice, because it's small. And it's all painting. It's only painting. There's very, very, very little gaming at all.
I do like to hear that, because a lot of my one friend went to Adepticon, and then he stayed for 3 days, and all he did was some Shadespire tournaments, and I feel that he missed a lot of the convention in general.
Hmm.
What are these? Oh, they're forearms. Okay.
So Pleewit says, how do both of you clean those mode lines so quickly with an X-Acto? Takes me forever, and I usually give up and just file them off. So I have been filing some of them off, but I've been using the Citadel mode line scraper because it's way faster.
That thing's amazing.
You can also buy.
I know what.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say what I said earlier was that a lot of you guys are gonna be like, why would I get that? Just use the back of your Exacto. No, this thing's amazing. It's
really
got
is.
its own weird properties
See
to it,
how thick it is,
and it will stand out. It's so good.
Yeah, this is the one Citadel tool that if you're gonna buy any of them, this is the one that you want to get first. The rest you can kind of get by with other products and you'll be fine. This one is, I have not seen anything like it. And the other thing is that the Exacto, it's much, the blade is so thin and it ends up slicing into the model rather and like leaving little ridges, whereas this, like, look at this, I can just scrape it.
It's because it's just a steel press plate.
It just smooths it. It's just really nice, and I barely even have to file it afterward. Or
Oh no, Shoshie.
What I do?
Okay, look at my stream for a second. Look at this little resin tumor I found.
Oh yeah, I had one too. Cut it out.
Oh god, this one's a big nasty one here.
So the other thing is Exacto makes different kinds of blades. They make a chisel blade that is real good for doing what Keylime's trying to do. He's trying to get that wart out of there. And
it's so deep.
This is a blade number 7 or 11, I can't remember. But this is really good for just cutting sprue. It's not very good for removing mold lines. And yeah, I am using Bondic. It is awesome. Bondic, it's life. And I'm curing it. And that's why everything is going together so fast. And the mold lines are just filled. Can you guys see that at all very well?
I'll have to get some Bondic for sure, especially since I'm working with a lot of like pewter models.
You think Bondic? And then this was a hole that I filled with Bondic, and then now it's completely smoothed over.
There was that same model I was talking about, the China cast one, had a few of those little nasty tumors. And it was a Reaver Titan. You know how big those things are. And it's got the big weapon on the top. which sits into a large round socket at the top. But the socket at the top had a huge tumor about the size of like some. It was like 2 inches wide, and I had to like scrape it out and Dremel it out. It was a nightmare. I spent like 3 hours just on that. Don't get recast, guys. Not worth it.
No, do not. Yeah, and it's also art. It's art theft, and I don't even like to
absolutely
talk
art
about
theft.
recasts because they're so opinionated about it. People who are gonna do it, they're gonna do it whether you say anything or not, and the people who aren't gonna do it are just gonna get upset when we talk about it. So I try to avoid the whole topic. So this is a Maggot Demon. Somebody was asking me which creature caster figure. I've got another one in here too. What is the other one I have? It's called the Pincher Demon. I have him as well.
Oh, the Pincer Demon?
Yeah.
I think that's the only one I'm not a fan of.
What?
I'm a fan of like almost all their stuff, but the Pincer Demon is the only one I'm not a big fan of.
Whoever did it, I can't remember who did it, but somebody made a Pincer Demon for the creature caster, or not the resin beast, and I loved it.
Sorry.
I don't know who did it.
Yeah, no, it was really painted. And by not a fan, I mean I'm not saying it was badly made or anything. It's just
not your favorite.
No, he's definitely not my favorite.
Yeah, I hear that. Okay. Right here, I put another blob. There was like a scar of like a sprue scar, and I got rid of it, and I added the Bondic to be like another little wart deal on there.
Okay, I'm having a lot of trouble with these legs. Because the hip doesn't just, like, despite them being, like, the normal sockets that they have, it just keeps slipping around. I'm having a lot of trouble with it. One thing I will note, though, for you guys who are going to build Creature Caster and worrying about people or parts coming off, they have a little mark on every single attachment other than, like, little horns and stuff, where it'll note to you exactly where to pin it. This will be in the middle, and it'll be lined up perfectly with the hip piece. So if you ever want to pin something, there you go. They have it marked out for you already.
Right.
Really, really nice.
Yeah, I absolutely love that about them.
They still stand out as some of the best casters out there for third-party stuff.
Does it feel really smooth, or do you need some kind of shaping tool to make it look right? It can. So the thing with the Bondic is that it does feel really smooth. Which way does this go? Oh, there we go. It does feel smooth. You can wipe it off with your finger to smooth it, or you can, like somebody said, you can use a baby wipe, and it won't cure until you use the UV light on it.
Yeah.
But I love it. It is smooth. And then someone else says, Rignako says, I made some rounded tip and soft U-shaped scrapers from old X-Acto blades. I like the soft U because I can keep narrow curves like cloak edges. Oh my gosh, I got another raid from White Metal Games TV.
Oh, hey. Hey, Dirt. What's up,
So
man?
while you guys are here, I'm going to really quick do a shout out, and then I'm also going to... We're squad streaming with KeylimePrime.
Hey, guys.
You can see us both.
You can see me get frustrated with this little piece of crap.
Let's see.
I'm getting a little tilted, Shoshie.
I'm
trying to line these up.
Oh yeah, they
are not lining up. It's not because they're modeled wrong. It's because this part won't like slip into its slot and stay there. It's got a little wiggle give, and I don't know what's going on. What I'm doing wrong here. Oh wait.
There we go. Oh, yep, there we go. Hey, White Metal Games. All right, let me do the shout out for here's the squad. We're doing a squad stream. We're putting together both of us are putting together models, and I just stuck my hand in super glue. Oops.
Nice.
Oh no. Now I got to put this in here before it dries. Go.
Yeah, you
Whoa.
just gotta lick it off and Shoshie. It'll be fine.
You don't. Ah! Right. Oh, I forgot to write down White Metal Games. White Metal Games, do you have a Twitter account?
Hey.
And if so, let me know what it is.
Oh, John Ninas. Hey. Shoshie, are you familiar with John Ninas?
No, tell me.
He won Resin Beast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so John Ninas is a good friend of Miniac, who is a well-known Canadian painter,
Yep.
YouTuber. John actually stopped by in our channel before Adepticon rolled around to show off his Resin Beast entry before he put it in, and he walked away with the gold medal for it.
So John, I was a judge for that contest, and I really loved that piece. I think I scored it extra super high on almost every category. And you did a good job. The only thing is, I guess you were a little bit big. It was a little bit off size, but I didn't. Somebody else, I think the creature caster themselves had to take a couple points, but it didn't hurt you at all because you just had such high scores.
Oh, is it the base that was too big?
It was the base. Yeah, it might have been the base that was just a little bit oversized. But like I said, he still came away with the top prize. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Look at this guy.
Oh, why did I not have this shirt? Yeah, it's a cat with headphones, dreadlocks, and Jamaican glasses on it. It's horrible. I hate this shirt, but I wear it ironically. This is very much a hipster shirt, and that's why I love it. Oh, the merch shirt. Why did you not have this shirt before this weekend? Need that for a tournament. Oh, the exceedingly average shirt. Yeah, I'm really happy about that one. We haven't sold any of that shirt yet.
Did you share the squad stream with John?
Oh, geez. Yes, thank you for reminding me. So yeah, we are doing a squad stream here. So, Shoshie is streaming with us. If you guys follow that link, you can watch both our streams at the same time and check both of our chats really easily. It's
been really a great stream. I mean, I've been having a good time. I hope that my followers have been.
Okay. I haven't. No, I'm just kidding.
I see the little divot now that you're talking about with the. I'm gonna have to put a little bit of super glue down.
Yeah, that divot is a bit.
It's a little off. It's just a smidge off.
A little off. I had to bend my my staff as well, but you can do that. Just hold a lighter near it for a little bit. I'm one of those weird guys. I don't use the hot wire trip. I just straight up take a lighter and hold it like a couple inches under, and then hope for the best. Needless to say, I've lit a couple malls on fire before. Not completely, but you can see some scorch marks on the bottom of this scale 75 mall, for example.
White Metal Games, if you just linked me, just tell me what your screen name is on Twitter, so that way I can write it down, because the links won't show up unless you are a mod. We just have those moderated, or you can send it, you can send your link to a mod and they can repost it for me.
Oh, footprint of 150 millimeter as the base itself, not the rim, John Ninas says.
Oh, what did he say?
He misinterpreted the footprint size as the base itself, not the rim.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
I can understand
this is their first competition, so
I absolutely understand that, because sometimes I had this thought today. Does 25 millimeter mean the top of the base is 25, or the base is 25?
No idea.
On base?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're all beveled, right? Imagine the base is 25 millimeter, so I guess it's simple to go along with that.
Okay, I'm really close to being done with this.
The Maggot Demon. Do you have another project lined up right after that?
I've got the Pincher Demon, and I've got a Kingdom Death. So I'm going to ask my chat which they'd rather see me assemble, because whatever I end up assembling is going to be what gets painted eventually.
eventually. Well,
Yeah.
they're both gonna get painted.
Probably after I get back from Australia, to be honest.
Hmm.
I'm so excited.
Sorry. Making weird sounds. Yeah, and here we go. I'm having a lot of trouble on just having this slide into the hip sockets are giving me a lot of trouble here. And they're not lined up properly exactly. So I'm not sure whether I want to like
Pincer.
force
Yep.
it or do something like that. I guess it's not too big a deal.
Oh, Joanne wants me to do the pincer instead of a
Yeah, I'd
death.
say go with the pincer as well.
I think you can see it better on stream for sure. All right, there's the Maggot Demon, all ready and beautiful, with his weird, like, crunching tooth staff. That is, I'm gonna make that like realistic looking gums. Everything on. So when I'm gonna paint it all very realistic. What color do you think I should make his skin?
So I think you should do a sickly green if possible.
I think like that frog skin, like that frog.
Yeah, frog skin would be perfect for it.
Yeah.
You saw that I already went with a very ebony route, just to make sure the radioactive versions actually, now that you mention it, no one actually saw that because my link got deleted.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's right.
Yeah, so here you can share that with everyone.
Yeah, send that to me in a whisper
on Facebook.
Oh yeah, good. All right, I'm gonna link it for everybody. Oh, that's gorgeous! Holy cow! I gotta show you guys this.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow! He's creepy. Okay, guys.
Yeah, I wanted to picture this thing like walking around at night ass in a swamp.
Yeah, you don't wanna meet him in a dark alley. Guys, take a look. This is Keylime's Maggot Demon. I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to make it look more like kind of frog skin. I'm going to make it look like that frog that carries his babies around in his back. Which will be, that's the thing about, for me, horror is towing that line between fantasy and reality. And that's what makes it horrific, is that it's just close enough to that edge of real that it's creepy. Right?
All right. Yeah, no, like triggering those fears in people is really, really the thing. The lighter, yeah, is for bending. I'm trying to bend the feet properly so they sit into the base. I'm having a little trouble. If I lift this thing by like an inch, the foot is gonna go kick. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna try to bend it a little bit further. Unfortunately, this lighter kind of sucks. It's not giving me the...
Yeah. Pleewit says for the skin, a sickly green or ashen gray. And Joanne is putting CC's dragon together. Wow. Creature Caster's dragon together. That's awesome.
Well, lit on fire.
What are you doing? That's so toxic. Oh my God.
It's
no,
art.
resin is so toxic. Do not do that.
Oh, I know. I don't. Well, I'm not trying to put it on fire.
Okay. Nobody do what Keylime is a bad example.
Yeah, that's literally that was literally gonna be our next T-shirt. Is
do not try this at home.
As I do.
Resin is extremely flammable as well. It's very scary. I'm sorry. The mom and me just like freaked out.
Oh, that's understandable. You don't want to do what I'm doing.
No, don't do what he's doing. Kids at home. And anytime you're doing lots of little pieces of resin or filing resin, you probably should wear a mask because it is really toxic.
I get the same thing when I shave down a lot of pewter. Vacuum that shit up. Yeah. Immediately.
Right. No, Lamunis is working on a creepy gory. Need to glaze some pinks though. Yeah, that'll do it. This is the weird that's the other thing about the creature caster weapons and stuff. They're all a little bit organic, so they're almost like made of
Yeah.
something.
Like some lesser
piece of
demon trapped in a weapon.
Yeah.
Need a heat gun. I absolutely do need a heat gun because I keep using like Bic lighters.
Oy.
Our channel is very kludge. Because if you guys don't know, I don't use a lot of boom arms. The only boom arm we have is for the microphone. But our camera that we're using is the Logitech Brio, which is the 4K camera that they webcam that they released, and it works really good. As you can see, it's like 60 frames, really nice quality. However, I can't exactly adjust the color correction on it, which is super annoying. But I have it hovering over my thing using a flex arm, and then the cable goes up around this little lamp here, then around the front of my desk and all the way to the computer because I haven't bothered to buy a USB extension cord yet. It's an absolute mess.
All right, I'm taking glasses off. Like he's got a big mold line all through his hand. I gotta look close at it so I can get it with this scraper.
There we go. Okay, I think I've melted the leg enough that it'll actually sit just with super glue.
Okay.
So you guys don't have to worry about me breathing in the resin fumes anymore.
Yes. You're gonna give Shoshie a heart attack.
Not if I get there first.
Yeah. Right, there we go.
But yeah, no, I actually was really happy with the restaurants around the area during Adepticon. Chris and I ended up going to PDQ like twice. And that place was great.
Tell me about that. What is that?
That is it's a fried chicken place, but it's not like chicken wings or anything. It's like chicken tenders.
Oh, okay.
And PDQ stands for People Dedicated to Quality.
Oh, right.
Both times we've been, they had like these really bubbly, really happy employees working there. Oh, they were absolutely great. It's the only place I've ever had chicken tenders, and they've actually been juicy and not dry. Because every time you get chicken tenders, they're always like the driest pieces of crap ever. And that's why I don't order them most of the time. But this place was like, oh, they were great.
I probably can't eat there because I'm gluten intolerant, unfortunately.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, so I have a lot of limitations. So I eat barbecue, I eat the Brazilian place, I eat where else? The Mexican, obviously I can have Mexican because I can get the corn tortillas instead. Yeah. No pasta, no pizza, no Chicago pizza. Actually, I take that back. There's this place called Illuminati's, and it's actually really good Chicago style pizza, but I'd say better than Giordano's.
Yeah, I'll have to try it next time.
And they have a pizza crust.
Twice because I went the first night with everyone. And then when I was hanging out with my local friends, we just ordered it in and then hung out. And then played Mario Party. That was another thing I was going to bring up into the whole thing. If you're going to that convention, take some days to just sit in your hotel. And I know that sounds weird, but you need to set up some me time for yourself while
I agree with that.
Especially for us streamers, where we almost feel obligated to be around each other.
Yeah.
It was a big thing for me to like 8 o'clock rolled around and Chris was like, hey, everyone's gonna go to this burger place together. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going back to the hotel and I'm gonna be a gremlin. And I enjoyed myself. I was like, I'm gonna load up some YouTube videos, put on some pajamas, and eat snacks. And that was so refreshing for me.
You recharged.
Yeah. Fogo Brazil Steakhouse was amazing. Yes. I went there last year with Shoshie and everyone. I really enjoyed it.
Now one of the Australians wants to get out of bed and cook some chicken tenders, but they don't want to get out of bed. That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. I just realized he's got 3 arms. That's interesting.
Yeah, because it's a Slanesh model.
Oh, Oh, is that a thing? Slanesh has 3 arms?
Slanesh will very often just have extra limbs.
Okay. So I think I'm
That's
going to
just
do
a
both
theme
of
in
the
it.
pinchers. There is a hand model, but I like the pinchers a lot, so I'm going to do both of those.
The biceps are already there.
There we go. That goes in there, and this one goes here. Wait.
Oh, Slanesh. I am very happy
Oh, I
with the
can't
new
do.
Keeper Secrets that they showed off, though. The new Keeper Secrets looks perfect because they managed to get that.
Mad Love Talgard, thank you for that tip.
Ooh. They hit that perfect spot of gender ambiguity between female and male, and it looks gorgeous. Have you seen it, Shoshie?
Which?
The new Keeper Secrets that GW teased.
Yes, it's gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah.
And I
They
just
have
realized
the whole silk cape and everything. Oh.
I don't know if I can do both pinchers in one model. How in the heck? So I don't know how that one doesn't fit in that hole at all, and this one sort of does, but then there's like a whole piece.
I think it's on the upper arm. I think it has 4 arms.
See, that doesn't go in there.
It has 4 arms.
Oh, I see it. Oh, he does have 4 arms. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I'm not scared anymore. I can use all the arms. Somebody asked me, Cleewit says, do either of you have a vid where the skin tone is an unnatural color like pink, purple, blue? And would like to see examples? I do. I have a couple. I have one where I have green skin, and it's one of the Scale 75 orcs, and I can't remember what her name is. And there's also a gray skin tone that I did with one of the Judgment models, and her name is Chariel or something like that.
There we go. I had a cyborg miniature orc head that I'm going to be working on sometime soon. I'm not sure. Here it goes. Have you seen this one before, Shoshie?
Let me see. Ooh.
So this is from Cyborg Miniatures.
Oh, I like.
Yeah,
that company is awesome.
Yeah, so at some point we'll work on this guy. This guy's got a lot of marks just all over him.
You're gonna do a natural skin tone with him?
I believe so. I'm gonna do some sort of, because when I do orcs, it's never that rich green. I hate orcs with a rich green color.
Yeah.
So I always go some sort of fleshy kind of green, where it's a green tone. But I also don't get to do busts or scales all that often because I do a lot of gaming pieces. The first bust I did was not even a year ago, and was the Ouroboros Miniatures Android. Do you remember that one? Yeah. For those who hadn't seen it, let me see if I can link it.
Lamunis reminded me that the orc one that I did was Uruka, I think that, or she's a female orc from Scale 75, so you can look that up on YouTube. Uruka. She's really fun. I did her a lot of airbrush, so there's not a lot of tutorial of all of her skin, but I did explain kind of how I did it.
And still the dull blade? Yeah, this is still the dull blade. I haven't changed the blade at all today. This is still just digging around. As far as I know.
Yeah. My gosh, look at all the flash on his hand. See this?
Oh yeah. Usually they'll have a lot of flash between the fingers with a creature caster, but that's to be expected.
Good. Okay. It's coming off easy. What's your plans? Your next stream is Thursday or Friday?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, officially it's Friday, but I want to do a Thursday stream to catch up with commissions.
Good idea. So my next stream is going to be Friday, and I'll be in the afternoon. From let's see. No, I'm switching times. I'm doing 4 to 7 this Friday. So it's a new
4 to 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 p.m. Central, GMT minus 6 to 7.
Should be 3 to
So that
3
way
to 8 for me.
that way more of my Australians, hint hint guys, it'll be Saturday for you. It'll be early, but you'll be able to catch it a lot easier. And also my West Coasties. It's so my West Coasties who almost never get a chance to watch me.
Did I peel off the palette? Yes, we did peel the palette and we gifted it to Flick.
Oh my gosh, I
Shoshie,
saw it. It was like this huge chunk, like this big and like this thick of pure paint.
Oh yeah, and we're already starting on the next one. Because I have the old GW palette
like a hockey
with all
puck.
the bumps on it, and that's here we go. This is where it peeled off of, and you can see it left like almost nothing. And we're already started on the next one. And when it was on here, it was like easily like up to here, like an inch thick, just of pure paint. Yeah, we'll have yet another one by the time Adepticon 2020 rolls around. And once again, is going to go straight to Flick.
Bill Neary said they got a gluten-free pizza from Giordano's for Rob. Who's Rob?
Rob Bayer.
Oh, is he gluten intolerant?
Yeah.
Oh, me too. So let me tell you about this pizza that I got to tell you about the one from Illuminati's. So they have a crust on it, but it's like a solid patty of sausage.
Oh God!
It's like a solid. Yeah, it's pretty rich. It's really.
Yeah, that sounds filling.
It's really good though.
Oh yeah, I can
instead of a crust, you've got a patty of sausage and then pizza toppings on it.
That's what killed me last time when I had Giordano's last year, because I kept getting the meat lovers, and I was like, oh, well, I want meat.
Oh yeah.
And little did I know that just meant, oh, we're gonna add an inch of sausage right at the base.
Yes.
Along the entire thing. I was like, oh Jesus Christ! It was quite
fantastic.
This year I went with the more traditional pepperoni. It was a lot. I enjoyed it a lot more.
In America, if you ever get like lovers on the end of any kind of entree, know that it will be a lot of that. A lot.
Yeah. Oh, I love the wings on this guy.
Right, there we go.
So bony, and the sinew on these are so is so pronounced.
Okay, there's his head. Oh wow, that looks amazing.
Yeah, right.
Is that the dragon?
I love the wings.
No, that's a demon.
Yeah, that's the Lord of Malice is what it was.
Yeah.
And if I'm correct, I think it's Creature Caster's answer to Bellacore.
Okay. I'm going to take another stretch break and a drink. I'm going to take a second here because my shoulders are getting a little tight from the painting and the scraping.
Yeah, and we're almost done as well. Half an hour left.
Okay. Everybody else, let's do cat stretch.
Oh, did you hear my my elbows pop there? Oh,
I did not.
God. Oh, it's not. It's probably a good thing. It did not sound good.
Try this in the other chat. I don't know why. There we go. Cat Leanne did it. She put the cats. I have a cat emote.
Nice.
For some reason, Twitch has been weird lately. Like, it doesn't let me post links. It's not always like letting me do my bot stuff. I don't know.
Which bot are you using?
Phantom bot.
Phantom bot. I'm not familiar with that one. I use Deep bot myself.
Okay. Ooh.
What was that?
That was me making resin fly across the room.
Oh my God. Sounded like you were snapping pasta.
I know.
All right. Oh, here was the other thing I was going to show off. So I did pick up a couple pinup models
Let me see.
from Wargamer Hot and Dangerous,
That's
and they
right.
had yeah. So I picked up the two more modern ones because they had like a Celtic Warrior and Scottish Ranger and stuff like that.
Right.
But I picked up the U.S. Paratrooper one and the Russian Spetsnaz one.
So for you
And
guys who don't know, this company did a whole Kickstarter of basically historical pinups, and so they're women in historical outfits that they're pretty cool actually. Actually, the ones you got are really tasteful.
yeah, they even actually added in this bear, which actually is representative of a real bear that existed in the Red Army who carried a lot of their gear.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and here's how the models look in the 3D renders, which are fairly nice.
Mm.
However, I was a little upset to see that this lady didn't have her little bunny, because you look here and it's not present. However, after putting it together, she actually does.
Oh good.
Wasn't present on the one they did,
So they
and
just
it's
didn't
got
put
me a
it
little
in.
hard to
Maybe
see
it
because
wasn't done for the
I
box art in
primed it.
time.
Yeah. So
That's good.
So yeah, thank you very much for the follow. So here we go. I have her primed and stuff. I need to touch it up as usual, and they are actually really, really nicely sculpted.
That is really nice.
And actually, here it is.
Okay,
The little
I'm gonna put again
bunny.
the link for the chat or the dual stream, the squad stream, so that people can watch and see your cool model.
Yeah. So there's that one. And I think we're gonna be painting these on next Monday. I believe was the plan. And she has a Tommy gun, and the hat has all the nice little webbing there. But the Marusha model looks.
Thank you for the follow, Zoya. Is that
Zoya
muting?
followed
Is that
us as
muting
well.
me when I'm thanking people?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I've been hearing every single one.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know
She
why.
followed both of us though, or he followed both of us. So
Okay.
I think it's okay for this.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So here's the Marusha one. It has the little tiny bear there, and she's holding her braid, and is really, really nicely modeled. What did you do?
I just it almost hit me in the face. I was like,
Oh,
bling.
oh man. So she has her vodka bottle and everything. You're gonna have it in sub assemblies, but these are really, really nicely sculpted, and they're exactly as they appear on their 3D renders. So I'll give everyone what was it? Kathleen is asking for the company, so
Oh yeah,
let
put
me
the company down.
send you guys that. They got two websites, one for the States and one for Europe. So here's the States one. And they had these malls, these are 54 mil, and they actually had them in I think 34 as well, but in pewter. So they actually had two different size options.
Yeah.
But they have really, really nice ones as far as I can tell. Oh, they sell Infinity as well?
They do.
Oh, man.
There you go.
There you go. 28 mil, that was the other one. So they have that. Their Japanese one, however, I really, really tried to not buy it. But the Japanese one has a little tiny Godzilla with it.
Oh my god.
I put the link there. And
That's amazing.
if anyone knows me, Godzilla is like one of my all-time favorite things. I grew up watching all the Toho movies.
Are you excited about the new one? It's for me.
The
new one is the most Godzilla looking that I remember from when I was a kid.
Yeah, and a lot of people ask me, it's like, were you disappointed with the 2014 one? I was like, no, not at all. And they always ask me, well, Godzilla's barely in it. And I was like, Godzilla has more screen time in that one than he has in a lot of the Toho ones. And you'll find that a lot of the story in almost every single Godzilla movie does always concentrate on the humans. Because you need a character to follow around.
Right.
If you're gonna get a movie of just people smacking each other, then you might as well just buy a couple of T-bones and slap them together, because that's all you're gonna really get.
The
You need something to drive the story.
The very first Godzilla movie I ever saw when I was a little kid was Godzilla versus the Blob. And the very first opening scene was the Blob kind of coming down and, like, against a kitten. And I was like a little kid, like 6, 5, and I was so done after that kitten got blobbed.
I don't think that is a movie.
It was either Godzilla versus the Blob or it was just the Blob. I don't remember.
I think it was just the Blob.
Okay. I didn't like it.
Because the Blob is a American IP.
Okay.
Now, yeah. He did fight a blob monster, but that was called Hedorah, and it looked like a big walking pile of trash.
Well, that's kind of what this was.
Was like... your blob all pink and stuff?
What?
Was your blob all pink?
I don't remember. It was like, I mean, it was probably like 40 years ago.
Here, I'll link in my chat what Hedorah looks like. Because Hedorah is one of the most garbage-looking monsters. It was awful.
This one was definitely made out of garbage. It was basically all this, like, pollution and stuff that basically gained sentience and...
Yeah, then that would have been Godzilla versus Hedorah.
Okay.
There we go. There it is right there. Godzilla, the picture of Hedorah.
Okay, I don't have my glasses on. Wait. I'm curing. I'm looking at...
Yeah. The name of the pinup girls, like they're the name of those specific ones. One was Jane, the U.S. paratrooper, and the other one is Marusha of the Red Army. Because I like the. It's not really a novelty, but I like World War II aesthetic.
Right. Have you ever heard of? You've heard of steampunk. Have you ever heard of diesel punk?
Yes, Wolfenstein is a very, very good with diesel punk.
Yeah.
The Wolfenstein, the New Colossus is... Well, Wolfenstein, the New Order, and Wolfenstein, the New Colossus are both wonderful examples of proper use of diesel punk.
Dust, the Dust game.
Dust is very much like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
If I was going to link something, once again, there's this picture here. I'll link it to you in Facebook. But that was like that was the guard dog that you had to fight near the prison to rescue one of your soldiers. And you can see the diesel punk aesthetic right there, the Panzerhund. Oh wait, no, that was a different one. But yeah, no, Wolfenstein. If you guys want just really good diesel punk, just look up Wolfenstein: The New Colossus's like concept art.
Mm-hmm.
It is beautiful stuff. And I think they are releasing something. Actually, got on the subject of diesel punk earlier today, because there was this one big RPG coming out. It has like a Nazi with a big sentient tank walking behind him.
My goodness.
And the article said, new steampunk game coming out featuring World War II aesthetic. And then my friend linked me. He's like, is this a steampunk or is this diesel punk? I was like, 100% diesel punk.
Yeah.
Because I feel that a lot of people aren't aware that diesel punk is a thing.
It is.
They hear steampunk and they figure that kind of encapsulates any sort of mechanical aesthetic.
Tleewit says that diesel punk makes them think of the Mad Max thing, and I would say I think post-apocalyptic would be Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max is post-apoc.
Yeah, but it's definitely some kind of punk, but it's definitely post-apocalyptic.
If you were gonna label it as a punk, you can label it as scrap punk.
There you go.
Which is the aesthetic that orcs have.
Oh, okay.
No, I like a lot of stuff like that. I used to collect concept art booklets from games every single time. Every time a game came out, I always got the special edition. Not for the figurines or anything, or any sort of bonus weapons or anything like that. I always loved picking up the concept art. Because that's a lot of stuff that people don't really get to experience. You get more the game concept, more as the aesthetic, more of the work that people have put into and ultimately didn't make it into the final game. There's out of concept art that goes on with games, I think only 15% ends up being released in the actual final product. And there's a lot of really cool artwork that's done there. And because it's concepts, it's still a job for someone, and I feel bad for the concept artists because imagine drawing all these amazing artworks and about 10% are being used in an actual game and 90% get viewed by your supervisors and then get tossed away.
So if you've seen like some of my Instagram posts and some of my Facebook posts, I even credit, a lot of times I'll take, instead of painting the box art, I'll go in and find the concept art and copy that, and then I'll credit them. And like, I've had some really cool artists that followed me, and I follow them back because they did the concept art, and they love seeing their work in 3D. It's so cool.
Yeah. I do that sometimes with Infinity, when I paint Infinity, because they always release some really cool concept art for their stuff. And I tried to link that artwork before I do like Angel Geraldez's work with them, because he paints all their stuff.
He does. There are a million mold lines on this guy, by the way. Oh my god.
What?
There's a million mold lines on this guy.
Oh, the Pincer Demon? Yeah, like I said, I think it's one of their earlier models.
It's an old one. I remember Grenler did this guy. It was the first Creature Caster model I ever saw. Ooh, I found some big sprue pieces.
Iron Harvest, yes. Iron Harvest was the game I was thinking of. And a lot of people, unfortunately, credit to that game as steampunk, whereas it's really not.
Ooh.
It's diesel punk for sure. Forever Night, did they make Borderlands minis? I don't think they ever did. However, I am not a big advocate for Borderlands. I personally find the game kind of shallow, but I more so have a biased grudge against the company who makes them. Not over the company itself, but the CEO, Randy Pitchford, is a horrible person.
Oh.
Yeah, he kind of lies and bullies his employees a whole bunch. He took out like a secret $12 million bonus for himself and didn't tell anyone. And right now he's under investigation for claims that he made some of the underage interns at the office give him lap dances.
Allegedly. Just keeping you clean there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He put these sprues right on his booty. Right.
And oh man, just the if you look up Randy Pitchford, you're guaranteed to find some sort of laundry list of bad things he does. Aliens Colonial Marines. I know you're not a gamer, but Aliens Colonial Marines was a very, very big game. A lot of people were looking forward to. It was supposed to be a co-op game where you're soldiers and you had to fight the xenomorphs from the Alien series, right? And what the company did is they outsourced the main campaign to a outside company to concentrate on the multiplayer. The multiplayer turned out trash either way, and the main campaign was also trash. And there was a bug or a typo in the programming that prevented the aliens from behaving properly. So they would just rush the players instead of using the vents and try to sneak around. And then Randy Pitchford goes out and says, "Oh, well, the game wasn't successful because you guys didn't like it enough." Just flat out and said that instead of taking credit for, or taking or admitting that their company did bad.
Lamuna says AI broken by typo. I don't know what that means. AI broken by.
Yeah. So the programming for the aliens. To give them their artificial intelligence and everything like that. There was one single typo.
Yeah.
That someone found like 8 years later. that when fixed made all the aliens actually try to flank the player and use the vents and everything like that. Because normally in the game they would just rush you right in your face and then they would all get killed.
What? That's not cool.
No, it's not.
That's hilarious, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's really funny to me.
Typo.
All right, I'm putting on the first pincher. Pincer. There's no
pincher
H.
Demon.
Yeah, it's a pincer demon.
Your hand off, Mustang? All right, see you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
I've got resin all over my fingers.
Well, just lick it off.
No, it's toxic. There he goes. I love that he has like a cow head.
Yeah, Slaanesh used to have this weird bovine aesthetic to it. If you look at the old Slaanesh models, they used to have like a starfish head and a sort of not cow's head, but like a horse head. It's very hard to describe.
So this is Slaanesh.
Yeah, it very much is Slaanesh.
Sea Whistle says Aliens versus Predator was my arcade jam that time, and Time Crisis.
Oh yeah.
My arcade jam was the Golden Axe and the Red Baron, which I'm like, these are ancient games.
Yeah.
That's what I played. Red Baron was a flight simulator game that was only like lines, like it didn't actually have like 3D.
Oh, it was vector based.
Yes. But I was really good at it. Oh, I just found a giant mold line. Yeah.
Oh boy. I haven't found a single mold line yet. I think there was one on his underarm and that was it.
Ugh.
So I've been pretty lucky with this.
Oh, Gauntlet. Yes. Oh, I loved Gauntlet.
Gauntlet was great. And Golden Axe was also really, really good. There was one really, really fun one from D&D called Chronicles of Mystara. Had you heard about that?
I have not. The other one I liked was Joust. That one was kind of cool. Although I wasn't that great at it, I've just always played it.
Yeah, Joust is fun.
Red Warrior need food badly. Still haunts my dreams. Yes. Barbarian need food. That was from Gauntlet, wasn't it? Yeah, I played that.
Yeah.
Golden Axe did the same thing as Gauntlet. It had the same similar kind of Barbarian need food.
A lot of them sort of blended into each other, really.
Yeah.
Chronicles of Mystara, though, kind of stood out, I found. Just based on the aesthetic and because it actually was like overviewed by Wizards of the Coast and everything. And Gary Gygax as well. And they had this wonderful like secret level where you actually could fight a dragon. But it was like one of the toughest like arcade fights. You had to hide behind the rocks as it breathes fire. Then you had to like shoot arrows to bring it down so the melee users could attack. And then you drop down into a sewer area and you gotta fight troglodytes.
Nice.
Did you ever play D&D?
Are you kidding me?
I
played D&D in 1980.
Okay.
I'm like old school nerd here.
All right.
My first video game was Pong.
I've only played D&D twice. Well, technically, I've done 2 different characters.
Green is about to die.
One was a dark elf character, and she was my bard. And her thing was she had an amulet that would disguise her as a high elf. And she had a job as a like a celebrity bard, so everyone knew her, and she was known throughout almost like every single town and stuff like that. And that was really fun to play. And her whole motivation was, well, you know, like dark elves are viewed very badly, like almost everyone's racist against them. So her thing was she disguises herself as a high elf, and then she was going to become famous enough and have enough people sing her songs that she'd reveal herself and be like, haha, you've been singing dark elf songs this entire time. You guys all suck. And that was going to be her whole motivation.
Your wagon broke and Axel. Everyone gets dysentery and die. Yeah, exactly. That's how old I am. Those are the kinds of games that I played. It's so funny. There was a game called NetHack, and I still to this day play it. And it's an ASCII game.
Oh, the ASCII.
ASCII, yes. And it's like you constantly die. It's kind of like Dark Souls, only it's a ridiculous ASCII game. And ASCII.
This rat.
And
this rat won't stop licking me. Hold on.
It's kind of like Rogue. Have you ever heard of Rogue?
Oh yeah. Here, look at my channel for a second. This rat won't stop licking my face.
Hold on. Oh, so cute.
Oh my, God,
oh my gosh, so cute.
Stop licking my face. Ah. There we go. Yeah, no, I had heard of Rogue, but I haven't looked into it all that much.
Well, you're young.
Well, wasn't Vampire the Masquerades a tabletop as well?
What?
Or was that only a video game? Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh yeah, I played that as well. I actually met my husband in a vampire LARP.
Really? They're coming out with a new video game based off the tabletop. So that'll be really fun.
I don't play video games anymore because I am 9 years clean of World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I hate MMOs, so I never fell into those traps.
So MMOs are what basically I'm addicted to those, so I can't do them at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you and chat, which head should we use?
Which what? Head? Oh.
Which head? Yeah.
Guys, go look at Keylime's. I like the one with the little spiky horns.
Yeah.
Like it's
this one's supposed to have little tiny horns as well, but I haven't attached them yet. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I like this one a lot more. It looks like it's some sort of crown.
Oh, I like the other one.
Oh yeah, the one with the big fat horns.
Yeah,
and it's got two little tiny horns that go there.
I like that.
I'm gonna actually use the crown one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so I do want to talk about my other character. My other character was the most stereotypical barbarian character. She was a 8-foot tall Amazonian warrioress named Sorkon, who was like a half giant. And I enjoyed playing her because I got really into the character. Where like everyone would be making a plan. What do we do when we enter the tavern? And like while everyone's talking to it, I would look at the DM and then roll my dice and be like, I kicked down the door. And then it would always end up being like a big brawl because like I would go in all guns blazing, of course.
I shoot magic missile into the darkness.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that one. Mom, we need more
I have a story to tell. That's really funny. It's not about a character. It's about my daughter. So she was starting high school, and they went on this tour as she was like, checking out the high school and everything. And they had a gazebo in the high school in the like courtyard. Oh, okay. And she, in the middle of the tour, says, "What did she say? I fire at the gazebo." Or something like that, like.
One of the lines from that, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like Mike and I, nobody else got it, but Mike and I were so proud.
Oh, that's great.
Yup. My first D&D character was a lawful good cleric named Rebecca. And she was a virgin, so that way I could attract a unicorn, because I was only 10. I was 10, and I wanted to see a unicorn, because I was obsessed with unicorns as a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, I actually have the model for Sorkon up here, I just realized. So, let me show you how big this character was. Here, I'll grab another 28 mil. So this is normal human size. This was Sorkon right here. I did bad job green stuffing this. But this is how big my character was.
Oh, wow. Holy cow.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was great. So, there was one point where we're in a dungeon. One of our characters, our rogue, his character got, her foot got melted off, so I was carrying his character for the longest time. And then we get to the boss, right? And it's these two sorcerers who are standing atop a big abomination monster. And we used the Glockin to represent this. And they start monologuing. And of course, my character doesn't have patience for that. Everyone's like listening in on the whole like speech and everything. They're like, "Oh, Jeremy Ruda wrote a whole speech for these guys. That's really cool." And I'm like, I throw Scott's character at the sorcerers, and Scott's like, "Wait, what?" And then Jeremy just stops. He just smiles. He's like, "All right, roll your dice."
Oh my
And I
gosh.
rolled really good. And then he's like, "All right, Scott, roll for damage." He's like, "Wait, what? I don't want to be
Why
there." It's
can't
like,
he
"Oh, too bad you got
resist?
thrown."
That's not fair.
Yeah, no, it was really great because it was good improvisational
Oh
spot.
my god.
And our DM was a little sad that he didn't get to show off the boss mechanics because his sorcerers were being constantly attacked by an annoyed rogue elf,
Right.
while our wizard was paralyzing this thing, and our warriors, including me, were just getting constant crits against the big abomination.
Oh my god.
And we killed in like I think three fight cycles. And he's like, "All right, well, you beat the boss. There goes like the next hour that I had planned, but congrats on that."
Mm.
Oh, it was
Oops.
good.
So let's talk more about Adepticon.
Yes. Okay.
Because I know that, like, no offense, but there's a certain limit people can take about your D&D characters. Anybody's D&D characters?
What do you mean?
So let's say, okay, so how many days did you stay at Adepticon?
I came in on Tuesday.
Oh, wow, really early.
Yeah, because Orcris thought that the early reg was Tuesday night. It was not.
Oh.
It was Wednesday night.
Okay, so
So
you
I
really had
came
time
in-
to chill.
Yeah, so I came in first day and chilled a whole bunch, and then Wednesday we went to the early reg and stuff.
Okay.
And then we left on Sunday night because we had basically seen everything, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to go home. So we just went.
Okay. Lee Whistle says, my favorite tabletop character was Crackthar. She was from my friend's custom game. A humanoid dragon that could carry the entire
Ooh.
party on her back. And she got
Okay.
pissed. Her face was Crackthar crack. And then she'd go muffs on everything. Oh my god. Disemboweled a troll with a club. That is OP. I'm sorry, the Lee Whistle. That is cheesy. No, just I remember, like, people would when, especially in the LARP, they would always call other people characters cheese if they were too overpowered.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Dinner 001, thank you for the follow. All right, I'm losing steam. We got 1 minute left or so. Well, we got about 6 minutes left.
Sinner, thanks for the follow. Sinner,
Yeah.
be sure to give. Oh, Sinner followed you too.
Yep,
Okay.
let's do the chat real quick. I'm gonna do the whole.
I was legit about to say, be sure to give Shoshie a follow. Then I look over, then the words are right there on your screen. I was like, oh, okay,
there's
cool.
the dual squad link once again, if anybody needs it.
But no, it was good. Our friends and I also did a Star Wars RPG, and that one was really, really cool too. They had a whole system for like piloting your ship and doing stuff like that.
Nice. So,
but what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I collect the first edition D&D books, and one of the Gen Cons I went, I managed to get a hold of a first edition Deities and Demigods with the Cthulhu and Elric mythos for only $100, and it's super rare, and it was in mint condition.
That's good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I collect the old Warhammer 40K RPG books, before the whole Fantasy Flight lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're really, really good. They have all these amazing artworks and wonderful systems in them. And it does make me sad because I wanted to do it really badly, but the only time I got to do it was Not the most enjoyable because we had a lot of people who were semi-familiar with the universe. So we had like
Right.
a dark Eldar player who worshipped Slanesh and was a psyker, and like I'm just sitting there on the corner of the table being like, that doesn't make sense. I had to like hold my tongue half the time. And we had like a war
Yes.
boss with our Chaos Marine party, and I'm like, no.
You know what else doesn't make sense? Drow that are like good, or there just shouldn't be good drow.
Yeah, my character was malicious. Like she was young, and that was the whole reason she didn't have any bigger aspirations. But she just wanted to do like dickish things, and I tried to play that out. And yeah, no, I took advantage of that sort of character build because we had Drow in the party last time, but they weren't really evil. They were just like, I'm an RPG character, and that's always the most boring way you can go. Just be like, I am playing an RPG character, and therefore that's how I will act.
Joanne says, all this gaming talk reminds me of high school boyfriends of eons past. Yes. Yes, we
Yeah.
are definitely nerding out hardcore tonight. It's really awesome.
Hail Sofa.
I know.
Hey, Apocalypse, what's up? And Hail Sotha before he got destroyed by Tyranids.
That's the one universe I like known almost nothing about.
40K?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I've told this story before, but the first time I painted a Forge World model, it was first one was Horus, and it didn't work out because the model was just, I think somebody gave me a recast, and I kind of figured it out, and so I sent it back to him, but it was Horus Manus, or no, sorry, it was Ferrus Manus.
Oh, Ferrus Manus, yeah.
And then the second one I did was Horus, and somebody told me they were brothers. And so I started calling Horus Manus.
Oh, jeez.
I know. And so, and people were like, not that kind of brother. There, I got his pincher arms all on. He's got everything. He's like, roar, I have too many arms. Roar.
That was good. Usually the pincers, those are the most telling thing of something being Slanesh. Is always the pincers. That is the Slanesh thing. Kind of like Khorne has axes and skulls, Slanesh has pincers.
Okay. Does Creature Caster have a type of Khorne type of demon?
Oh, they have everything.
They do.
I think Nurgle is the least amount of things they have, but Khorne, they have a lot of really good stuff.
Okay.
The King of Ruin? No, not King of Ruin. King of Slaughter, I think it was.
Yeah.
It's the one that's like slamming his axe down, and I did a alternate color scheme of that one as well. Let me see if I can find it. Painting competition.
Oh man. The paint competition had a Khorne demon, now that I remember. And it was like he was running on some lava, and that was probably my second favorite one.
Here we go. The King of War. This is their most bloodthirster-ish one. I'll link it to you there.
Oh, in Facebook?
And I did that one as well, but I did it in a very alternate scheme, which was based off of
wow, that is cool.
Death from Darksiders 2.
Here, this is for chat so you can see what we're looking at. Here we go.
So,
boop. There we go. Creature Caster. Creature Caster is going to love us. We need to let them know about these VODs so they can post them on their. They have a community thingy.
Yeah.
We need to let them know. All right, that is.
So what was it? The game Darksiders 2. You play as one of the four horsemen, being Death, and he has a very specific scheme there. So I'll link that to you so you can link it to everyone. And then I painted the King of War just like that through here.
Awesome. You guys see how quickly I got that mold line off with this scraper? It was like scrape, scrape, scrape.
King of War. Yeah, that's the one. And for those who are over there, I'll link it to you guys there. There's that one, and then here is the one I did in my chat, and I'm gonna have to rely on Shoshie to share the links to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, so I sent you 2 links there.
Okay. Oh, look. Awesome. Oh my gosh, that's yours?
Yeah, that's mine. It was based off that artwork there.
You
for
like that
War
dark
in
black
the video game.
skin.
I do. I like painting really muted skin tones.
Yeah. I felt like my Lord of Virulence was a little busy color-wise, but I was going for super hyper realism for it, and I just, that's how it worked out,
Yeah.
Did I tell you Bohun was helping me? I backed Bohun's Kickstarter, and
oh no, that's really cool.
not Kickstarter, sorry, Patreon, and he sent me a picture of a bed sore so I could see an example. It was so gross.
Oh no, that's gross.
But that's how realistic I was doing things. So
Bill Neary says, "Did I show you the Lord of Slaughter I painted to match your night hall?" No, you did not. Definitely, please link it to us so we can see.
Right. I'm gonna finish these legs, and then I think we're gonna look for somebody to. Do we want to raid the same person and like totally overwhelm them?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. I just need to make sure. Let's see. Let me pick.
Because I'm just about done the sub assemblies on this big guy.
Yeah. Do we want to? Shall we raid Mocha's minis? She's awesome.
Yeah, I think so.
It'll be awesome. All right. Let me finish gluing. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us in chat. I think this has been really fun.
Yeah.
Hope Keylime has enjoyed it.
I did. I am very much enjoying myself.
Good. All the nerd talk. Hopefully we didn't scare people off with how nerdy we really are.
Yeah.
It's funny because sometimes different nerds think, oh, well, that's too nerdy for me. A lot of miniature gamers think that like LARPing and stuff like that is too nerdy.
Oh no. It's all elements of one larger thing. And it's nice to see what goes on in the worlds that you're not involved in.
Thank you for the follow, Telcree.
Oh yeah, same here. Thank you very much.
Yes, this is awesome. I really think people are liking the extra being able to watch 2 people.
Yeah. So I think I am done all the sub assemblies on our boy over here. We have the wings separate, we have the body separate, his sword is separate, and the base is in 2 pieces. So I think this guy's ready to paint.
Oh, this goes... Okay, he's coming. He's running down. Wait a minute.
Rat, stop licking my face. I'm just going to switch it to face talk so you guys can see this. This is what my rat does if I let her. Just sits there and licks my face.
Aw, why? Is she grooming you?
I don't know. She has this weird problem. I'm not sure if it is a problem, but she just licks things constantly.
It's like a nervous tick.
Maybe, but like she'll lick me all the time. And I'll pour her down on a steering wheel. She'll lick that. It's not the salt because she licks everything. She was licking the table a couple minutes ago. She's just a weirdo. And then this is the other one here. The other one's actually really, really chill. The other one just kind of sits there and does her own little thing. She licks too, but she licks like a proper amount. She licks out of affection. She doesn't just sit there and groom you for 2 hours.
Forever Night says that they played Vampire the Masquerade LARP. That's awesome. And then Flea Whistle said, thanks for answering all my questions, all of you. And that is definitely, we love talking to chat.
Stop licking my face. Stop licking my beard. No. Stop.
Oh my gosh, guys, look at Keylime. He's holding one rat and the other one is like grooming him.
Just attacking me.
Oh my gosh, Zombie, thank you so much for that. Let's write you down.
And the one-eyed one is the one that licks. The other one's licking my hand too. It's just, oh my god.
Yeah, Luminous, I'm just going to finish this leg and then we're going to raid
look at this.
Mocha's
I'm just being
minis in
attacked
just
by
a second
2 rats.
here. Zombie! Zombie toast! I know you.
They won't
Okay, I'm
stop.
going to spell your name right because it has a million numbers in it.
Okay.
P045E toast. There we go.
And then I'll
Maggot
work on that done.
toast. All right, let's go ahead and get ready to raid Mocha.
Yeah.
Go over
And then I
here.
can
She's
put these
gonna.
guys back
Hopefully,
in their
she won't
cage.
be. I know that she tends to stream at the same time. Mocha, isn't it?
Stop
that's
licking my head. Oh my god, she's just licking my headphones now.
Raid and host. Here we go.
All right.
There she is.
Oh, there's an underscore.
All right, I'm gonna press raid
There we
right
go.
now, and then I'm
All
gonna.
right. So
guys,
thank you
mad
everyone
love.
for stopping by.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it from the both of us, and we'll be. Well, you're leaving.
All right,
to
I'm going
Australia
now.
next week.
Yep, I'm raiding right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and
I mean
sign
to
off.
Australia next week, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
love you guys, and I will be back on Friday from 4 to 7, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.